Hello! I missed you all. Hi, guys. Oh, man, it's so good to be back. I am here. I am Tori Schulman. I am hosting the digital portion of this one Daily Blast Live. Yes, I got my hair cut. Yes, I like it. Do I need some self-esteem validation? Possibly. So let me know if you guys like it as well. I hope everyone had a great July 4th. They were safe. Everyone, let me know where you're writing from and let me know what you guys did over the 4th. Really quick, I am going to now start with a fact of the day. Apparently people didn't like my singing, so I don't know why, but here's a fact we're going to start with. In Switzerland, it is illegal to own just one guinea pig. This is because guinea pigs are social animals and they are considered victims of abuse if they are alone. Did you not know that? That was a guinea pig of the first start of my fact of the day. All right, very interesting, guys. We got some really good fifth hosts. If you guys don't know what that is, it's time for you to comment. You're our fifth host. So, number one up is DJ Khaled was caught vacationing after he canceled a performance. So, Wireless Festival is a music festival in London. It took place. He was supposed to be there to headline, but he canceled due to travel conflicts. I'm going to bring someone in here to talk about that in a second. But hours before, he posted pictures of him on Instagram, on vacay, lounging in a pool, and chilling on his private jet. Not cool, Khaled. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
I'm so bad at
You're right.
cool things. Fans were upset, called him out on Twitter. There's a twist. The festival apologized for the cancellation and said they knew about the conflict for months, but they continued to promote Khaled's image. So we want to know, have you ever been caught on vacay when you're not supposed to be? And Starbucks is going strawless, people. All right, I don't really need to go into that. It's because of the environment, the plastic. It's currently offering a strawless lid it designed and developed at more than 8,000 stores. The chain is now the biggest food and beverage company to take an aggressive stand on the issue. So I want to hear all your thoughts about DJ Khaled, sex addiction we have to talk about. But it's a great segue from sex addiction to someone you're going to be seeing on the show a little bit more. Bo Davidson. Come on out here, Bo. Ladies and gentlemen, Bo! Look how cute he is. He's the best. Guys,
I'm your Swiss guinea pig.
You're my Swiss guinea pig. You're absolutely right. Bo is our new addition. You're going to be seeing so much more of Bo. He is fantastic. He is a singer-songwriter, so he can actually sing probably in the mornings better than I. He's also an advocate for veterans, so all my military families give us a shout-out. Say hi to Bo. We salute you, and he'll tell you a little bit more about that. And he's an actor, and there's a cool movie coming out. There's a lot of stuff going on. But what Bo is a independently minded someone who's going to be joining us, and the sparks are going to fly.
I hope so. I certainly hope so. With you especially.
Yeah.
I hope we have a good dialogue.
I think it's going to go well. We have the same hair, so I feel like it's going to go really, really well.
I'm adding to the blonde situation.
Three crazy
here.
blondes.
Exactly, 3 now, yeah.
Everyone's saying, welcome, Bo. The crew is back. Khaled is so old. Love your hair, Tori. Thanks for the validation, everyone. So we have lots to discuss. First up, Bo, how do you feel? We're going to dive straight in about DJ Khaled being caught on vacation. Now, he canceled. He was supposed to headline.
Yep.
Now, the festival did say that they knew about this and continued to promote him even though. So it's sort of the festival's problem. But being on in a pool and chilling on his private jet when he was supposed to be there. Thoughts on your end?
Well, as a musician, of course, I have very specific thoughts about this. When you're paid to be somewhere, you better show up, okay? I'm a big believer. These guys pay a lot of money to come see you perform. Why are you not there? And if they knew ahead of time, why in the world is the festival not saying, he's not going to be here.
Right.
Don't advertise that which you cannot stand behind. So be a stand-up guy, be a stand-up musician. Show up, do your performance. I know that the New England Patriots have their big motto in their locker room is "Do your job."
Ooh, I like that. Do your job, Khaled.
You're a singer. Just do it.
I like that.
Not
now,
hard.
what if we found out that the festival was promoting him when they knew he wasn't? Do you think he's allowed then to be on a pool? If he already told them he had a conflict, they're promoting him. Is it now his fault or their fault?
I think it's dishonest either way.
Okay.
It's the festival's fault and it's his fault. Again, don't be showing pics of you on Instagram while people have paid good money to come see you perform.
And people were crying. People love. I mean, people were paying a lot of money.
People pay for the tickets. They fly there. They've got airplane tickets. So I think you're being disrespectful to your fans if you don't show up.
Especially when you're on that. It's very Marie Antoinette, right? Like I'm in my pool on a jet. It's a bad look. If they did make a salad, Leo, they could call it the DJ Khaled salad.
The Khaled salad. I like that.
Did you see where I was going?
I knew where you were going with that
terrible.
before you even did
I'm
it.
so sorry.
I got
I
it.
think, actually, DJ Khaled, who has been somewhat outspoken on social media might come after the festival because they're giving him a bad look for promoting him, even though they knew in advance for months that there was conflicts.
But he's seeing the promotions too,
yeah,
and his manager and his team are.
That's
so
true.
why wouldn't you say, hey, listen, hold up here. I don't want to, be disrespectful to my fans. I'm not coming to this festival. Please don't advertise me, because then it's just going to cause backlash with your fans.
It's true. As a musician, there's nothing worse. Like, I love Lauryn Hill, but like her reputation of coming 3 hours late to performance, that follows you, doesn't it? Like,
of course it does.
You got to show up. Like Garth Brooks, that man shows up.
Not only does he show up,
like
he does general admission tickets for $20 because he does. I know in Nashville, which is where I've been for the past 10 years, he does these shows for like when we had the Nashville flood. He's got a heart, just a real philanthropic heart, but he wants to make it affordable. He's going to give you every ounce of energy
I've heard that about him.
And if you have never seen Garth Brooks in concert, by all means, get a ticket. It's inexpensive, and you will have the best 3 hours of your life.
I said that particularly because I've never seen it, but I hear that his concerts, like Bruce Springsteen, he goes all out.
It's the best show I've ever seen, and I even saw when he was doing 2 shows back to back in Nashville at Bridgestone Arena. He's hoarse. He's still giving it his all.
Is he doing that Chris thing where he's dressed up?
No.
Okay,
I think that was a little blip in his career.
Blip. We're gonna move on from that. Jesse, do you need to come in here? Get in here. Ooh, see, guys, look at this. I thought it was all about me, but it's about Bo.
I'm the Swiss guinea pig, so I get to have more hairspray.
Hi everyone, we miss y'all too. We miss you guys. So, talk to me about straws. Della Street just writes in. Hi Della, by the way. I think no straws is a good move, but I can see it being problematic for drinks in cars, especially for kids. I see a lot of drinks spilled in the back seat. Now, Starbucks is saying, Della, they've created a cup. That is a good amount of hairspray.
Sorry.
Don't light a match around here. But there's a cup that will be designed for their lid, so I would assume Starbucks would have thought about that.
Is it like a baby cup?
It's sort of like a sippy cup is what we're assuming. We don't really know what they have so far. But the oceans, guys, are full of plastic. A whale just beached and came out with 30 tons of plastic in its stomach. Ooh. The ocean is disgustingly filled with plastic. At some point, we've got to put an end to single-use plastic things. We're talking like, even I do it, my contact lenses are in single-use. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but those are the things that add up and add up and add up. So, I'm all for it. I just know that people don't like to be inconvenienced with Starbucks. That's like the holy grail for some people's morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And have you ever seen those straws? They're kind of like eco-friendly. They're like made out of like paper or something, but they dissolve in your mouth. I know. It's not really good. So are we going to get to a place where you have to bring your own straw? BYOS?
BYOS.
Is that what we're going towards?
But think about it. You could brand your own straw. Mine would be glitter, obviously.
Mine would be blue.
Yours would be blue, and I bet someone would come up with a chip or something that would play like a country music song or something. You know what I mean? Like you could really make
musical straws.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Well, as a straw user, I feel a little bit discriminated against because I'm an iced coffee guy.
Okay.
So I don't need the lid that they put on there normally for hot drinkers. So I feel a little bit discriminated against, but I don't go into Starbucks that often, so it's not a huge deal to me. But if it's pro-environment, if we can get rid of some of the waste, hey,
why not?
Let's give it a shot.
I do want to say that that's very interesting. I have somewhat of buck teeth in these two, and when ice hits it, I know you're all fascinated. It's really shocking, and that's why I like a straw. Yep. So you're right. For iced coffee,
it's going to hit your teeth.
It's going to hit my teeth.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about
it's all about me, not the ocean.
You slam on your brakes, someone in front of you, could you spill, and your nice outfit is now ruined?
That's right.
Is that going to be an issue going to work for people?
And there are people in here with an oral fixation where they chew on that straw. But guys, these are all minor inconveniences to the Atlantic and the Pacific in my mind.
Think of the environment. Don't be a polluter. How
That's
about
right.
That?
So guys,
you can do without the straw, perhaps.
And also, might I add, for those that are very into their Starbucks routine, sometimes I'm learning some Buddhism, taking some classes. Good idea to break up your routine. Try feeling like you're thrown out of the nest be adventurous, be spontaneous. Don't always have the same. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
I can hear you. I wonder how many people use plastic utensils. There's another thing, and it's interesting because in our culture, it's in the 80s and 70s, people would literally litter. I mean, Leo's born like yesterday, but they literally would throw out stuff in their car window like an anchorman when he just tosses the stuff. That's how it used to be. So imagine like plastic utensils, all of that.
You could be a good steward of the environment if it starts with you. If you're the individual who does it, you set the standard for your family and your friends. You see someone littering, or you just say, hey, why are you doing that? It's kind of stupid, If you start as the individual and you be the example to others, maybe others will follow along.
It's true, and in Japan, what's so interesting is after their World Cup games or soccer games, everyone cleans up with trash bags. And it's in their culture. Yeah. And it's just not in our culture. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you now is, do you have your earpiece in?
Yes.
And do you hear anything?
No.
Okay, he does not hear you.
Not a thing.
Nothing yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Thank you. I hate paper straws. But guys, have you guys seen the gold ones that are kind of like bougie? I don't mind those.
Yes.
It's just like,
Because they sell them at Starbucks, don't they? With the Yeti things and the stuff with the nice heavy duty straws. Yeah, you could do that too, I suppose.
Okay, so Tiff, thanks for writing in 1177. The new lids are clear versions of the hot coffee lids. Okay, so they have that little thing.
Okay.
You sip.
Yep.
Still, the buck teeth people are gonna feel me on this one.
Yeah.
Little cold. Do you feel me, Leo?
Yeah. I'm buck teeth.
I'm a buck tooth. I'm not ashamed to say it.
If you have any tooth sensitivity, this could be an issue.
It's exactly. Toast to the newcomer. Welcome, Bo. This is I Like to Thank. That's so cute. That stinks if the promoter knew that DJ Khaled wasn't going to show and lied about him coming to sell tickets.
Yep.
I wonder if you can have a defamation case, because that would look bad on his personal reputation.
Yeah, yeah. And again, if you... No, not at all.
So what we have here, guys, if you don't know, is
yes, now I can.
These little IFBs. Okay, so
now I can hear. I can hear you.
Can you wave? Okay, we're waving. Hi, we're waving to the booth. I Like to Thank says they have durable paper straws, but there
those are the ones we were talking
about.
Yeah,
but
they wilt at the top, and it becomes this weird situation in your mouth. I'm not a huge fan of those.
I know.
To be honest with you.
I need something. Can they not make recyclable straws? I don't know.
Well, no, you make a valid point, which is, are we not at the point, like technologically speaking, where they can't make something better than that?
Can we 3D print straws or something?
It's got to be possible.
And then dissolve them? I'm clearly a scientist at heart, as you can tell. I have severe physics background on that. Everyone says I don't use straws. I used to, now I don't. Tell me, guys, when did you start realizing straws were bad? I was like 6 months ago.
Think about it. I think people are more focused on the plastic bottle consumption, stuff like that. But the straw was kind of it seemed small.
Right.
So I don't think people thought about it that way.
But there must be 10,000 times more because of all the... Guys, Bo's gonna go down.
I gotta go.
Give us some love. Give us some
Hannah.
love. Very exciting. Hannah, say hi. Hey, everybody. She lost her voice. No, I don't know what that was. Bo,
we'll see you later, Tori. Thanks. Appreciate
it. Good luck, buddy. We're
Thank
so
you.
excited. Bo's gonna be fantastic. You guys are gonna love him. His hair looks better than mine. It's not a big deal. It's okay. I'm totally fine with it. So, guys, let us know how you feel about Starbucks going strawless. Are you a routine person? Do you know your, what do you call them, a barista? Are you like, Frank, I want my non-fat, sugar-free vanilla soy latte and I gotta go to yoga? Is that you? Are you having some issues? Do you think DJ Khaled should refund the money, is what someone else said. And finally, the World Health Organization, otherwise known as WHO, has just listed sex addiction as a mental disorder. So I would love to find out if this changes your opinion of sex addiction. Is for people who spend 6 months or more engaging in sex that it doesn't even feel good anymore, to the detriment of their health. They've also included video game compulsive behavior as an addiction. So this just came out. We're gonna be talking about sex and Bo, and hair and straws. Bye, guys. You done?
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, July 9th, and DBL Nation, we've got a new member of the DBL family to announce. This is Bo Davidson. Yeah! a singer, an actor, an advocate for veterans. There you are. Look at you, all dapper on your piano. And he's also an actor, and really important, you do a lot of fine work with the veterans. And you guys at home will get to know him more over the next few months. We're so excited to have you join our team.
Thank you for having me. And DBL Nation, thank you as well for welcoming me into your homes. And I'm just really excited to be here. Thank you.
Woo! All right.
All right.
We will do our best to change that. Welcome, brother.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's get right into it. More good news out of Thailand as another 4 boys from a youth soccer team have just been freed from a cave where they've been trapped for weeks. You can see the ambulances leaving the area around the flooded cave, transporting the newly rescued boys to a hospital for treatment. And as of right now, 8 of the 12 boys are out. 4 more are still trapped inside the cave with their 25-year-old coach. Now, the team got stuck more than 2.5 miles from the entrance. Look at that. Wow. And in order to get out, they have to squeeze through a narrow portion that is submerged in water. And for more on the rescue, we are joined by former Navy SEAL and combat swimmer Jake Zawig. Jake, thank you so much for joining us. Number one, how difficult is a rescue like this?
Yeah, this is up there at probably the top of the list, danger-wise. You know, I liken it to climbing Mount Everest, right? People die climbing Mount Everest. People climb diving down Mount Everest. It's just one of those situations where in the beginning, I think it was, you know, probably pretty much as dangerous as it could possibly be. At this point, they've got the kinks worked out, and I think the danger level has receded some. But, you know, I would guess from this point out, we probably won't see any fatalities. We've already had one in the cave, which is the learning curve that you pay early on in the process to figure out what's going on in there.
So what is it about cave diving that makes it so dangerous?
I mean, basically, when you're diving, people drown every year diving in open water. And if there's any problems with your air supply, you can always come to the surface. Well, in a cave, there is no surface, and you have nowhere to go if you run into a problem. And, you know, 2.5 miles into a problem, you definitely can't hold your breath and swim out.
And Jake, from what I heard, you are also a coach, am I right?
Yes, I coach college football at the University of Illinois.
Wow. So what would you tell your athletes, your team members, if you were trapped with them? What do you think this coach is saying to the kids right now?
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying to his kids because I'll be honest with you, I never would have put my kids in that situation. But, you know, if I got into a dire situation with my team, at the end of the day, I'm the leader. And, you know, I'm going to be extremely positive about the situation. I'm going to make sure that people don't get negative. And I'm going to try to be as upbeat as possible. You know, we got a saying in the teams, you know, and I can't say it on air right now, but it's a B word. There's none of it in the SEAL teams, right? We don't allow B to ever happen when things get really tough. And what that does is, you know, everybody's able to function. And when things get tough, they know, okay, I can't start griping about it. So, you know, you keep positive attitude, you keep it upbeat, you know, and other than that, you just got to really sit there. I mean, the good thing was they didn't have to move. You know, it wasn't a cold environment. They just couldn't go anywhere.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Jake. And thank you so much for your service as well. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Wow. I mean, and, you know, those children that have been rescued are yet to be reunited with their parents because they fear that they might have what they call cave disease. That's a lung infection from the bat and the bird droppings. So even though they are in good condition, we should say that they are in good condition in the hospital, but it's so scary.
Very scary, but hey, this is a tale of heroism, is it not? You know, Jake, thank you for your service. It's great to hear from, especially coming back from July 4th, tales of heroism from those who make great sacrifices to, on a daily basis to rescue people like this. What I read was that the coach actually had the kids meditating when the divers arrived because he apparently was sent to a monastery as a youth. So it's great that he was teaching them to be calm and not to panic and conserve energy.
Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Well, disgraced Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein is back in court today, but charges related to the sexual assault of yet another woman. That's right. Kelly Schubert has been tracking the story all day. Kelly, what is happening in court today?
Yeah, Sam, Harvey Weinstein pleaded not guilty today on charges of sexually assaulting a woman back in 2006. Here he is arriving to court just hours ago. Manhattan's assistant DA says the 66-year-old has a, quote, substantial chance of going to jail for a very, very long time. A New York grand jury has already indicted Weinstein on charges involving 2 other women, but he continues to deny all allegations. I'll, of course, keep you updated.
Thank you so much, Kelly. And speaking of Weinstein, Robin Wright has finally broken in the Me Too movement, has finally broken her silence about Kevin Spacey. The actress is now the commander-in-chief on the 6th and final season of House of Cards. That'll be premiering this fall. She spoke out about her former co-star Kevin Spacey, who was fired after multiple accusations of past sexual misconduct have come to light. Here's what she said on the Today Show. Listen.
We were co-workers, really. We weren't never socialized outside of work. Respectful, professional relationship. He was so great with me. That's my personal experience. That's the only thing I feel that I have the right to talk about.
What did you think about that, Erica?
You know, first of all, I thought that it was very interesting that Savannah Guthrie was basically interviewing herself. Like, she was asking questions that I'm sure if she were sitting on that other chair, people would ask her.
In regard to Matt Lauer.
Exactly. Robin received a lot of backlash because people are saying she didn't really say anything. But it's interesting that she was had a personal relationship with Kevin Spacey and feels like it's more appropriate for her not to say anything than it is to say something when a lot of us have no knowledge and have a lot to say. But I think she said something very important very quickly. She said it's about power, and once you overpower someone, that person becomes vulnerable, so it allows a new conversation to be had because people are so confused about the difference of harassment and sexual deviance.
I think one thing we can take from that is what I looked at is, like, I think some people approach work differently. She seems like a person that had boundaries. She basically, to decode what she said, she's like, I don't know him.
That's exactly what she said.
She's like, look, we go to work. He was fine at work. He was professional, but we didn't hang out. We didn't have drinks after work. And I think a lot of people would be in a lot less trouble if they kind of did that. If work is work, obviously we're all friends outside of work, but some people choose not to do that. And when a situation like this pops up, you then have a cloak of defense where you can just say, hey, I wasn't involved. I didn't hear anything. I didn't know anything. And then you're coming from the heart.
Should she have said more?
I don't think so, because I think she was playing it very safe, was she not? Because you don't want to say too much about what you know about this other person. But isn't this the duality of the person at work and the person at home? We don't know what we don't know about that other person, right? So we don't know what his sexual deviancy was. Maybe Robin knew it, maybe she didn't. But you're certainly not going to come out and say that, because then now you're liable. If you say something and say, no, I knew about him all along, that's a problem.
Right, now you're part of it.
All right, DBL Nation, chime in. Love to hear what you think about this. And also, we're going to switch gears here because we got some big Justin Bieber news. I got too excited about that. Sorry about that. The 24-year-old singer and his girlfriend, 21-year-old model Hailey Baldwin, are engaged. It all went down this weekend in the Bahamas. So fancy. Now, one fan spotted the couple and snapped this photo, and you can see it on her finger, that big old blingity bling bling diamond. Can we zoom in on it? No? Oh, we can. There it is, kind of. You can't. There it is. Wow. No word yet on the size of the diamond, but it looks pretty big to me. So Justin's dad seemed to confirm the news with this Instagram post saying, proud is an understatement, excited for the next chapter. And Justin's mom tweeted, love, 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 love. Justin and Hailey dated in 2016 before splitting. They have been back together on and off the past few months. We still have yet to hear from Selena Gomez.
Do you think it's weird that your parents are giving you love on social media?
Yes!
Just text me or call me or let's get crazy, hug me, touch me. I don't know why. I don't want my mom or dad being like at Al Jackson. Congrats.
Love,
what?
love.
That was weird.
Well, they didn't even say congrats. They were cryptic. Isn't that weird?
I don't think so, because of the nature of who they are.
Then don't post anything at all.
Well, they hadn't said anything, and I think that we've kind of seen Justin and Selena's parents be a little bit too active in their relationships. But if I'm Hailey Baldwin, I'm thinking, could this have been anyone? Like, I mean, it's only been a matter of months. Like, you were professing your love to someone else.
But they dated back in the day, so now they know each other longer than a few months.
Months ago. You were with her. Now you're professing your undying love to me.
Oh, Erica, I'm happy for the couple.
I'm on Erica's side on this one. I mean, you're committing a lifelong commitment.
Yeah, well, I want to know what Stephen Baldwin thinks. That's Haley's dad. He's kind of conservative. He's Christian. Justin is a Christian. At first blush, I thought, this is going nowhere. This is going to last 6 months and it's done. But maybe, just maybe, their faiths are coming together and perhaps there's durability to this.
Interesting. So, because we have heard that Justin has become, you know, really devout, very devout Christian. He's been more involved in his church.
Yep.
Stephen is the same. So do you think that has a lot to do with it?
I think it could. I want to know what Stephen thinks about this, because in the South it's very customary to ask the father before you ask. In the South,
that's what you do.
Well, you should. That's why I'm wondering, did Justin ask Stephen beforehand, or was this spontaneous?
Did Anthony?
You better hope so.
Yes, my husband asked my dad.
Good.
But, okay.
All right. Tori Shulman, what's coming up next on DBL?
What'd your dad say, Erica? Chrissy Teigen is putting motherhood on display. Her Instagram post is causing a frenzy among haters. Is she oversharing, or is she trying to normalize breastfeeding? Plus, a little-known Netflix hack you can start using when you can't find what you're looking for, which is always. And you, the viewer, are our fifth host. Starbucks joins the movement to strip the straws. We're reading your comments coming up next.
Look at me coming down the stairs and not falling down, because that's what I did last time and I hurt myself. Let's go up and talk to the panel. That was pretty crazy, right? We good?
We're good.
Okay, cool. Bo?
Yes, ma'am.
1 to 10, how do you feel it went?
9.5.
I thought that went pretty well.
9.5.
I liked it. Yes, absolutely. So guys, how'd you feel it went? Bo was great.
And thank you to Kimberly Matizak, who says Bo sounds like a great guy. Can't wait to hear his comments. Thank you, Kimberly.
He is a great guy.
He is. Yeah. And Kimberly's from Alaska. I know way too much about our viewers. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to go up to everyone. Did you enjoy your little break?
Loved my little break.
Her cute little hair.
Her cute little hair.
Oh, look at us, all the 3 crazy blondes.
Oh,
Yeah.
you need to join
I've already been
us.
thinking
I'm
about
in.
it.
So on a movie, they called my hair Blonde Manbition because it kept falling in front of my face.
I can see
So
that.
we can all be Blonde Ambition.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good name.
Yeah.
I like that name. We'll get it tattooed right on our butt cheeks. Anyway, Jeff is here. We're going to go talk to everybody. Al, how was your vacay?
Very cool. Just hung out with the kiddos the entire time.
You did?
Yeah, that was my vacation. Just being with the kids all around.
Good for you.
And one random night I went to Vegas.
One random night. Hashtag Vegas if we want to hear more about that one random night. Vegas. Vegas.
Good time.
Yeah, good time. So, let us know what you guys think about July 4th. Hub, I got to go to the Hub. Let us know what you did for the 4th. I enjoyed some steaks, watched the Boston Pops, went home to DC to help my parents unpack, and I had a great time. So let us know what you guys did. Bo is killing it. We're so excited. Jeff is alive. Wave your hands. Jeff, wave. He's still there, guys. He's there.
30 seconds.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Starbucks is saying no more plastic straws. The Java giant announced today it will ban plastic straws from all of its stores within 2 years, citing the environmental threat. Now, Starbucks is saying it currently offers a strawless lid at more than 8,000 stores. The chain is now the biggest food and beverage company to take an aggressive stand on the issue. This got you talking. Take it away, Sam Shocker.
Thank you so much, Tori. Yes, it did. Let's get right to your comments. Mandy writes, all this technology and it can't make a biodegradable straw in 2018.
Yeah, Mandy, I couldn't believe that we haven't conquered this yet. But the thing is, Americans love their straws. I think they've tried to incorporate them, and there's been a backlash. People love their straws. People like their routine. Sam, I know you're an environmentalist. I am on your side.
There's more plastic in the ocean than fish. Do you want me to repeat that? more plastic in the ocean than fish.
In plastic's defense, plastic's more useful than fish.
All right.
I get spun this early.
Yeah, Erica, take the next question.
L'Oreal says that's fine if you are sitting in a restaurant drinking out of a disposable cup, but if you are dining with the glass, I will demand a straw because the glass they bring to the table are often not the cleanest. I agree, L'Oreal. That's why I generally ask for vodka in my glass first, so it sanitizes. I just went to a restaurant recently, though, and they brought me a copper straw.
I like it a lot. There's
But I don't like the taste of
straws.
metal in my mouth. That's a weird taste.
Oh my God, Al.
That's not a weird taste to you, Sam, to have copper in your mouth?
I like copper mugs, so no. What about you, Bob?
Well, I don't know. I think I've seen people using these metal straws. They're bringing them in, but you know the little paper ones? Yeah, but they dissolve in your mouth. They're not very good.
Yeah,
so Della writes, I think no straws is a good move, but I can see it being problematic for drinks in cars, especially for kids. I see a lot of drinks spilled in back seats, which is absolutely true. As someone who does the iced coffee thing, I can see how putting it up to your mouth, you hit the brakes and bam, it's all over you. So that's going to be a problem.
You guys are killing me right now. Iced coffee, like, where are we? I feel like I'm in like some Twilight zone right now. You're complaining about iced coffee.
I'm not complaining. I'm not
Straws
complaining.
have done so much for you in your life. Don't, Sam,
really?
straws have been there your entire life.
Do you know what would happen if our oceans got overrun with more trash, so it completely ruins the ecosystem, and then we don't have an ocean, and then we die?
We got time.
Oh my God. Okay, I feel bad for your grandkids. Okay, we are live. Brett Forrest with news at the moment.
Hey, Sam. M&M is coming out with a new clothing line, and if you're thinking it's probably going to include hoodies, then you are absolutely correct. Take a look at this teaser video. He partnered with clothing company Rag & Bone to create 3 t-shirts and the Icon hoodie. The hoodie comes in 3 colors and references M's Detroit area code with the numbers 313 stitched in, and they'll be available on the Rag & Bone website starting July 14th. The t-shirts only cost $95, but the hoodies are $250. Those prices make my palms sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy. Know what I mean?
Good one, Brad.
Good to see you making sure the people from the streets can buy them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. But it is Rag & Bone. That's an expensive designer. All right, do you guys know your Netflix hacks? Well, Tori Shulman has a new trick you can try coming in hot.
Just don't make sure you get your mom's spaghetti on that hoodie. All right. Ever search for something on Netflix and it's not available? Well, there's actually a title request tool that's been right under our noses the entire time. So I'm going to go a little slow for this. On the Netflix homepage, go to the drop-down menu and select Help Center. Then under Quick Links, press Request TV shows or movies. You can now request up to 3 titles at a time. Afterward, Netflix will review the request, but there's no guarantee your title will make it. But at least it's worth a shot. Weekend at Bernie's too!
Good one, Tori. Coming up on DBL, the Instagram trolls are coming after Chrissy Teigen over this post. Is this a normal expression of motherhood, or is it oversharing? And up next, a fan favorite. Al Jackson sounds off on the wackiest, craziest viral videos and trends he can find. Don't go away.
Hey, DBL Nation, I can hear Tori running over here as quick as she can.
What is going on?
We switched. We're mixing it up.
Changes are okay, says my therapist.
Okay.
Changes are okay.
We have bright colors. We're back.
I'm like, what's going on? Lex not even looking at me. Okay, what's going on? Hi guys, Digital Break, Kelly Grego. Tell me what's going on.
Well, we have a really interesting summer story. So it's looking like Hawaii may be banning sunscreens with oxycodone. So it's this chemical that actually comes off in the water, and it's harming marine life. So
it's the coral reefs, isn't it?
They really want to implement sunscreen that's mineral-based, so that mineral base does not come off in the water, and it's better for the environment. But this actually impacts a lot of American sunscreens: Copper Boat, Copper Tone, Banana Boat.
Oh, Banana Boat, that one, yeah.
So all of those will actually be banned if this law passes.
Well, do you guys remember when Samantha Harris was on the show? She was teaching me about organic sunscreen, and she was saying mineral. Y'all can walk through. It's a thoroughfare. She was saying mineral-based sunscreens are actually the most important. So that's actually very interesting. Interesting to find out
I will check on
We'll
that.
find out the name, but it's the one that's ruining the marines and the coral reefs. A lot about
oxybenzone.
Oxybenzone.
Yes.
So take a look, guys, and you might want to toss out that copper tone. Although, cute image of the girl with the butt. Okay, what's going on, Lex?
Hey, guys.
Good segue.
Welcome back. Trending right now on Twitter is that documentary films are killing it in the box office this year. Let us know if you've seen any of the documentaries out right now, including Whitney Houston, Mr. Rogers, 3 Identical Strangers, the one about Pope Francis, and your girl,
RBG. RBG. So I've seen RBG and Won't You Be My Neighbor. If you feel like weepy, don't go see Won't You Be My Neighbor. We wept so hard that when the lights came up, someone screamed, "Turn the lights down, dear God!" Crying. I mean, such beautiful things. I have heard that Whitney Houston's good.
Yeah.
3 Identical Strangers is about triplets that were separated at birth and found each other just by happenstance. I think this stuff is so cool.
Yeah, I love that documentaries are doing a really good job. I think, like, historically, it's really great. I love going to the theater for entertainment, but coming away learning something is just a little extra.
A little extra. And also, I think that the true crime situation, we're interested in that real life thing. So let's make sure, let me know which documentary you guys have been loving.
Yeah, let us know.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. It's time now for everyone's favorite segment, Al Sounds Off. With everyone's favorite comedian, Mr. Al Jackson, when he goes off on the wildest videos you could find, Al.
Yeah, Jeff.
I'm ready to do this on a Monday. I had a great time.
Fired up.
All right, Al, in our first viral video, an 81-year-old man proves that he's not letting age or gravity keep him down. Check this out, Al.
All right. Jeff, this is really cool.
Wow! Grandpa really hit that jackknife.
He sure did.
Yes, Viagra commercials have changed a lot since I was a kid. You know, but I just like that finally there's a grandpa that'll say to you, son, hold my beer, bro. I like that. He's a real grandpa. Well done.
Way to go, Grandpa. I see my future in that.
Yeah.
Al. All right. This video comes from the most wanted men in Vegas, Al. You know who that is? The Chippendale Dancers.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about them.
They celebrated show number 7,000 with a little cake and plenty of sex appeal. Enjoy.
Chippendale 7,000!
That's right. Jeff, this is so great. It was an incredible party. It was 2 balls to the wall. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the cake's not the only thing that was stacked there. I mean, wow. Yeah, look, I mean, the only thing is, like, I don't want to be a hater, but guys, let's lose the cuff leaks. You guys are strippers. You don't own no Cadillac dealership. Knock it off. Let's go to the last one.
All right, Al, nice shot. Welcome back, Rob. All right, our last viral video comes from the Man vs. Robots Water Gun Festival. Participants use water guns to fight off the heat as well as, of course, Al, robotic invaders.
That's right, Jeff. There's an old saying that says, never wear a white shirt to a water gun fight.
That's a good saying. I like that.
Actually went to this, and let's just say, Jeff, it wasn't all water in those guns. Why do my eyes sting? But, you know, finally we can talk about something. Not gun control, fun control. Well done, guys.
I like that, everybody. That's comedian Al Jackson right there. Still wondering what's in that water gun. That was Al Sounds Off. All right, guys, coming up on Daily Blast Live, a story that shows family isn't about the color of your skin, but the love in your heart. Don't miss this powerful Heart Threads. And we love your viral videos like a baby who's channeling his inner Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible. A heist like you haven't seen before. We'll be right back.
This is an important...
Sounds great. I feel like I'm in Game of Thrones. Go to the wall. Hi guys, we're here with Jeff and we were live. Jeff, how was your vacation?
It's weird going from Al to you.
Wow.
It was great. Welcome back.
Down great. How was your Ouch, my heart hurts.
I had to get you back in the groove.
The zinger.
You feel like you're back now?
Yeah, I feel like I'm never left, buddy.
That's completely back.
Self-esteem has gone, woo!
That's where it belongs.
I'm crying. Out of sadness. Tell me about your vacation. How was your vacation?
Oh, see, you still got some good ones in
I
there.
still
It
got
was
some-
good. I went to get off the subject.
Yes.
Went to Chicago, went to Charlotte, saw my family, Jordan's family, so it was a good break.
Yes.
But just moving, went too fast.
It did go fast.
Yeah.
Chicago, did you eat at Portillo's?
The first thing I ate.
Was Portillo's.
Yeah.
And then you saw a Dave Matthews Band concert,
Uh-huh.
and that was cool. Did
Yep.
he play any, like, Ants Marching?
Yeah, he played a lot of the old songs, which I really liked.
I
so
hate
that
when he
was
plays the
cool.
new stuff.
Yeah, but it was very cool. Where my friend has a boat, did very well for himself, so that's cool. Good to have a friend with a boat.
Everybody needs
and
a
not
boat.
have a boat yourself.
I know, because it's a loss of investment.
Yeah.
We could really talk boat economics
Yeah.
if you guys were interested.
Nevertheless, boats are awesome.
Boats are
so
awesome
It was
if
a great
you have a
day. I was
friend.
in and out. Friday, I was gone Monday. So then Sunday, long story, I was with my family, Jordan's family. Was
How's Jordan feeling?
She's good. She's getting there, getting uncomfortable.
She's
so
getting uncomfortable.
we're like 7 weeks away.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yeah, that's right.
The
Imagine how I
guy
feel.
is like,
yeah. So
Are
it's
you ready
getting.
for 2?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
No.
That's honest of you.
No, it is honest.
Do you
yeah,
think you will be
completely
ready
not.
or you will not? It'll be like pushing you out of a nest.
It's like anything, you know what I mean? Just get on the field and go.
It's true.
It's like this.
It's true.
You never think you're ready, but when it happens, you're ready.
My Buddhist teacher says life is about continually being thrown out of the nest.
If you need some help pushing you off things, I'm your guy.
Thanks
Tori.
so much, Jeff. It was great talking to you. Wow, so I got to get back on that self-esteem regimen. I got to go to the wall, but guys, let us know what you did for the 4th. Someone said you hung out. Bo sounds like a great guy. Would love to find out what you guys did for the 4th. Did you go to the fireworks? Were there fireworks mishaps? I watched the Boston Pops. That's my boss just groaning at me.
Hey, we still had
All right,
time? 30 seconds.
I wanted to get away from you.
What happened?
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Today's Heart Threads is all about family. Frances has been a foster mom for several years, but she's dropping foster from her title and showing the world what it means to be a family. Grab those tissues, take a look.
After 4 years, this foster mom is now just mom. Frances Martin had been a foster mom to 10-year-old Christopher and 13-year-old Chastity. The kids were shuffled between foster homes, but always wanted to return to Frances, whom they called Mom. So Frances finally decided to make it official and adopt them.
After the last return, they had been traumatized so much, I was like, that's it. That's it. They're going to be mine now.
Christopher and Chastity joined 3 other adopted siblings, who all share similar hurtful pasts from the foster care system.
Some of the people that we were with were not nice. They hurt us in ways that we shouldn't touch and hurt.
The children have faced questions about having a mom of a different race.
They're gonna get used to it. I'm a white child and I have a black mama.
Christopher and Chastity know that love has no color.
She cared for us and let us know that we were special to her.
She's wonderful.
Frances, look at your teary-eyed too.
Well, it's just, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. I mean, it just, you know, we get so caught up in aesthetics and it's matters of the heart, and it's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful. All right, here's what's next on DBL.
Chrissy Teigen breastfeeding on social media. Is she oversharing or normalizing her motherly duty? Taco Monday?
I'm in love. This is delicious. Thank you, Top Taco. I don't deserve it.
The 2-man crew chows down on some of the best around at the Top Taco Festival. And how do you really know if your hotel room sheets are clean? The one pro tip to ensure you're sleeping on sanitary sheets. When DBL comes back.
Yeah.
Bo just riding here. Bo,
gotta keep the energy up.
Well, I had to come earlier than expected, so getting an apartment here is kind of difficult because a lot of people are moving to Denver, of course. So, but we did it, and my girlfriend came with me, and it's been just an awesome experience. Love Denver. Have tried to make the most of the city while I can. In addition to having a million boxes still piled up. So, and I have been a hoarder. I've got stuff I just got to get rid of. That thing from that paper from college, I don't need anymore. I just don't need it. So I don't want to be a hoarder. I want to purge a lot of things. I need to.
How long
did you live in your last spot?
10 years in Nashville.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so I've just collected a bunch of crap and I just need to get rid of it. So, you know, it's important. Everyone should have a purging period where they just get rid of stuff.
Well, I've been fortunate enough or unfortunate enough to have many purging experiences, including one where I only got to keep half my stuff. But other than that, next hour we'll ask you, because Denver will be watching and there's some things he needs to know about living in Denver. But give us some of your suggestions about how to purge things when you've been hoarding for a while.
Especially when you have memorabilia that you just don't want to get rid of. I mean, it could be that really special memento you have from, and that's a good, digitizing is a great idea.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We've got a new member of the DBL family to announce. This is Bo Davidson, everybody. He's a singer, an actor, and an advocate for veterans. There you are, Bo. Wow. Very
Wow, it's just a picture, Sam. It's not a big deal.
You know what is a big deal, though? This next photo that I saw earlier, you with the vets. You do a lot of good work for the veterans. We all are daughters of soldiers, so big thanks to that. And we will, as well as us and DBL Nation, will get to know you a little bit more over the next few months. So get ready for that.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get right into it. All eyes are on one of England's newest royals today. And for once, we're not talking about Meghan Markle. It was Prince Louis's christening today, and everyone turned out for the big event, except the Queen and Prince Philip. But don't worry, all the aunties were there, pregnant Pippa looking fab. And Meghan and Uncle Harry came too. Will and Kate also named baby Louis 6 godparents, mostly family and close friends. In most Christian traditions, the godparents oversee the baby's baptism and guide them on their religious journey for life. And this was a surprise to me. I mean, for me, I wasn't really, in my family, we definitely have godparents. I've yet to name Sophie her godparents if we're going to take that path.
So I'm still in the running?
Huh? Yes, you're still in the running.
All right, I'm serious.
I always thought, because in my family, and even some of my best friends that have asked me to be their daughter's godmommy, that meant if they were to pass away, that I would be the one taking care of them. I didn't know it was just religious guidance.
In my family, it's pretty much synonymous with first, yes, religious guidance, but also it was thought that if something happened to my parents, my godparents would take custody of me. And since then, and to be honest, like a lot of people, you lose touch with your godparents.
I know.
My godparents are from the Philippines, and I'm pretty sure that they returned back there, but that's something I'll be on the lookout for now that we're having this conversation.
Is that something, because I know that you hold your religion very near and dear to your heart, is that something that have you always seen a godparent as somebody that's just a religious guidance, or is that somebody that you would actually entrust one of your friends to take custody of your child?
Well, I'm an only child, so I don't have godparents at all. So it's a little bit of a different situation for me, but I would wonder what sort of criteria you would look for in a godparent. Like for you as a mom, what would you look for in a godparent?
I mean, I have 3 siblings, 2 sisters and a brother, so I would want them to be family. I would want them to have to know that they're kind. For me, at the end of the day, I just want, if God forbid something to happen to Mark and I, for her to go into someone's home that teaches kindness and inclusivity. That, to me, is the most important. Did you name godparents?
We have 2 family members. My oldest daughter and my youngest son have family members as godparents. My middle son, Elijah, has my best friend, Mark, who I went to Super Bowl with. That's his godparent. And I just kind of looked at it, you know, obviously there's a religious aspect, but I think there is just like, should I pass on, this is the person that most embodies me and would raise you with the values that I would have raised.
There you go.
There. So that's kind of how I looked at it.
All right, that makes a lot of sense. Please, DBL Nation, chime in. Love to hear from you. And we are live. Kelly Schuberth with news at the moment.
Yeah, a big day in Washington, D.C. as President Trump gets ready to announce who he's choosing for the Supreme Court. There are definite frontrunners the president is considering, but whoever he chooses, it will solidify the 5-4 conservative majority in the Supreme Court. The president is making the announcement at 9 p.m. Eastern time during prime time. And because the president's last primetime announcement cut in during an episode of ABC's The Bachelorette, host Chris Harrison just sent this tweet to fans telling them not to worry because the show will be paused during the announcement. Sam.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
Deciding the
I seriously
future of our
doubt people
country.
watching The Bachelorette are going to pause to want to know who the Supreme Court nominee is.
They
Am I wrong?
should care. They should definitely care. I mean,
They should.
They should.
The fact that my reproductive rights are in the hands of this court really scares me.
Right.
I don't know about that.
What don't you know?
I don't know. Look, the Federalist Society vetted all these justices. I think they're going to be conservative, just like Kennedy was. Kennedy was a swing vote on the court. But, you know, people don't need to get so freaked out about this. I mean, these people have been vetted. Now, if the Democrats start filibustering and they want to just put, you know, the kibosh on this guy or female, whoever it happens to be, we'll see what happens. But they've got to get a Republican to swing their way, too.
Shouldn't it be fair, though? I don't care whether you're conservative or liberal. I know you're more conservative. I'm more liberal. But at the end of the day, I want our Supreme Court to emulate our country. That means in gender, in ethnicity, in their beliefs.
I just thought it was cool that he talked about being vetted. I mean, I vetted my landlords better than we've vetted a lot of people who are sitting in the White House right now. So there's that.
All right. All right. The World Health Organization is now officially recognizing sex addiction as a mental health disorder. The group defines sex addiction as having uncontrollable sexual urges that cause people to neglect their personal health and leave them unable to feel pleasure. And, you know, we've had discussions about sex addiction here before, and many of our viewers, and maybe even on this panel, don't believe that it's a real thing.
Of course I don't, because it's a vice. It's seen as something, you know, if you're addicted to something that open, like if you're addicted to cutting, everybody can agree that that's not pleasurable. But gambling, drinking, sex, anything that's a vice, we come from a puritanical society, and you're going to be looked at like, well, why don't you just stop that? It's like because they cannot stop. And just because you're addicted to shopping as opposed to addicted to something else that we can all agree doesn't mean it's not a disease.
Okay.
The first person I thought of was Tiger Woods when this came up, because he actually sought treatment for it. So maybe he at least made it more acceptable for people to recognize they do have a problem with this. The question is it a disorder? And Al, what's next? What's the next disorder we're going to figure out?
I think it's going to be this. As we're sitting on TV, phones in hand. I mean, I think we're going to be addicted to our phones in one way or the other, just constant communication, need for gratification.
Well, we're really talking about this because of gaming addiction, which people probably would have thought wasn't a thing either. My personal thing is always like, this is my vice. What's yours? Because you know you got one. Right. So how do you sin differently than I do? But a lot of people from DBL Nation are weighing in. QBN says sex addiction is a made-up thing, as it is totally subjective as to what is addicted. Lisa Linger says anything can be an addiction.
All right, well, there you go. Chrissy Teigen is at the center of yet another social media kerfuffle. She posted this picture breastfeeding. What, you don't like me using the word kerfuffle?
Erica, can black people say kerfuffle?
I'm going to try.
I just say it. Just be the pioneer.
This is a social media kerfuffle.
Say it 7 more times so it's a part of my vocabulary.
She posted this picture. Let's look at the picture. Breastfeeding her 7-week-old son, Miles, while her toddler, Luna, looks on as she also nurses her toy doll. Can we look at the picture again? All right, there it is. But of course, the trolls came out to play, saying that this picture is a major overshare. Now, Chrissy clapped back on Twitter, writing, I don't care to see grainy fireworks, Coachella selfies, or infinity pool pics, but I let people live. Calm your stuff and scroll by. So what's your take, DBL Nation? Weigh in now at dblvote.com. You are shaking your head.
The fact that you had to censor the breast there because of the privacy issue that's at hand here, why the need to overshare everything about your personal life? I mean, I just don't understand why we're doing this.
So your issue isn't with the breastfeeding, and I don't know if she's technically in public, but your issue isn't with the breastfeeding, it's the oversharing. Like, there's no reason for you to put that on social media.
Is this the Truman Show? I mean, do we have to broadcast every single step of this baby's life?
But this is the most natural part about having a child.
Natural isn't the issue. It's not natural. It's about oversharing everything about a person's life, about what food they eat, about where they're going to the store. I mean, who cares about that stuff?
I care about it as somebody that's breastfeeding, as someone that's nursing, who sometimes feels uncomfortable in public. God forbid if my baby's hungry and my feeding tool is there to feed her. I feel like people are looking at me poorly. I applaud her for doing this because it normalizes breastfeeding and it makes someone like me feel emboldened to feed my child without shame.
Could you not tweet that and say, I believe breastfeeding is very natural without showing a picture of yourself doing it?
I think it's amazing. It's natural.
And you're on Instagram.
So, I mean, that's all about an aesthetic thing. We're seeing pictures of what other people are doing. What I found to be interesting was that her daughter Luna is holding up a sheet as if to close off her mother because she thinks that there's something that needs to be closed off in some way.
And Erica, I'm going to ask you guys, I'll just out to the table. We dealt with this maybe 6 months ago, and there was a woman at an amusement park who had rather large breasts, and she got a lot of backlash from the people in line because she had the kids' names over them like they were in a locker room. And it wasn't received as well because I don't think it felt forced. So I'm saying, like, when is it okay and when is it not okay?
Well, I think it's always okay to breastfeed your child, but sometimes I think people may, in that incident, felt like it was more for attention.
But Chrissy feels compelled to do this. She feels compelled to
a chronic overshare.
And she's egging it on by inviting it.
Egging it on.
She's actually doing really great in business because whether you're a critic or you're a fan, you're still somehow supporting her. So always keep that in mind when you have a lot to say about things that have nothing to do with you.
There you go. And it looks like DBL Nation says 70%. Normalize it. Yeah, DBL Nation. Love ya. All right, Beyonce.
Good to see you're fair and balanced up there. You guys are all smart.
All right, Beyonce and Jay-Z's music video for the song Ape Bleep is coming in hot. Tori Shulman, you have the story.
I sure do. Bey and Jay shot their music video inside the Louvre, and now the museum is capitalizing on the Carter's success. Watch this.
Hey, one night when y'all say
Starting this week, you can take a Beyonce and Jay-Z inspired tour of the Louvre. You get to see 17 different artworks featured in the music video, including the iconic Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, arguably the most famous painting ever. Now, it's a 90-minute self-guided tour that takes you all over the museum, including a stop at the statue known as the Winged Victory of Samothrace. You'll also get to see the Venus de Milo, where you can stand exactly where Queen Bee and Jay-Z stood. Now, if you haven't been to the Louvre, this is definitely a reason to book a trip.
Can we see that move again, Tori?
No.
Can we?
That was enough. That was good. I think we got it. I love you, Tori.
All right, coming up on DBL, one young athlete's inspirational story will make you feel like you can conquer anything too. It is our DBL Spotlight. And the two-man crew celebrates Taco Tuesday early at Denver's Top Taco Festival right after this.
Good. Hey, you guys. Brooke and Angelica here. Whoa. Tori's on her way.
Tori's on her way.
With her new hair. Our new hairdo. I know. Does everyone love?
Thank you, guys. If you want to know in a flash all about the Bachelor Blast, hit it.
Oh!
Good. I worked on that all break.
We did not even plan that. That was great. It was awesome. But Kelly mentioned earlier what was happening tonight, if you want to refresh their memory.
Yes, there will be another special report during tonight's episode of The Bachelorette. And it's kind of funny because Chris Harrison, the host, tweeted something out, Brooke.
He did. He said, tonight there's going to be a pause in broadcasting of The Bachelorette because SCOTUS is making an announcement. It's funny because a previous episode we talked about had the same thing happen with no warning and people flipped out.
See, that's what what's so interesting, guys.
It's sad that people
it is sad, but it's also interesting that the person giving the SCOTUS announcement, Trump, is a reality star. So he's breaking into a reality show to be a reality star to give you presidential information when you want more of the reality, which is interesting.
Deep with that.
I got real deep, guys. But is it frustrating when you're watching and you're like, oh, you're trying to escape the real world?
It's true. I agree with that. And people on Twitter are not happy when this happens. So I think that's why Chris Harrison addressed it.
Yeah,
that's
at
hilarious.
least we know now.
Yeah.
We're like ready for it. But tomorrow we'll have a full recap.
We will. I think people will be more inclined to watch the special announcement when they know that Bachelorette will not be interrupted.
Exactly, and that you have this uninterrupted.
We will,
The Bachelorette Blast. Would it be funny if Chris Harris, is that his name?
Harrison,
was the new SCOTUS pick?
I might vote for him.
I got a round of applause from Kelly Schumer. Thank you, Kelly.
I think he's really smart. I think he should run.
All right.
Run, Chris.
Which is great. You don't run, but it's very interesting. All right, we'll give you more information coming up soon.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We are huge taco fans here at DBL, so naturally we had to send our two-man crew, Jeff and Al, to the Top Taco Festival here in Colorado to taste some of the best tacos around. Check it out.
What's up, guys? Jeff and Al here, two-man crew.
Yeah.
We're at the Top Taco Festival here in Aurora, Colorado.
Jeff, I couldn't be more excited.
Me neither.
Tacos, tequila. What's up, guys? First taco.
Cheers to the first taco.
That's right.
That's good, man.
I'm in love. This is delicious.
You're not looking so hot. How you feeling?
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Reach underneath that stomach and find another stomach you didn't know was under there. Are you with me?
I'm back in, Al.
How are you?
Oh, look at this. 2 left.
Oh, we did it.
Two-man crew.
It's a crazy party. Jeff, anybody can drink a margarita, but what if you could suck one?
I think we got to try that. Can I get a Aloha Pop? Thank you.
It's a match made in heaven.
That's refreshing, man. What else is left to do?
I don't know, Jeff. How about a little old school Mexican wrestling? It's called Lucha Libre. Look over your left shoulder.
Let's see if we can get one of the wrestlers to talk to us.
All right, let's go. Guys, look who we got. We got the Red Viper. We're the two-man crew. Now, what name do you think we should have if we were a tag team?
Sexy Chocolates, Sexy White Chocolate.
Oh, I love it.
Sexy White Chocolate. All right, Al, there's no better way to close the day at Top Taco than with some pineapple tequila, buddy.
You've never said more true words, Jeff.
All right, two-man crew, Top Taco.
And people have been wondering where you are. He's right here.
I'm right here.
It's okay.
I'm right
He's
here.
right here.
I was eating the rest of those popsicles, the tequila popsicles.
That's good.
They were so good.
Dangerous.
Al, we work hard over here, buddy.
Yeah, that we did the beer and bacon festival. I mean, anything for DBL.
Yeah. Jeez.
We got you guys.
Wonderful. I know.
Erica does not appreciate our hard work, Jeff.
A lot of people don't, Al.
That's what you call it, Al. We are live where Calvin Nueva has news at this moment.
Well, Garth Brooks is about to make history. He'll be the first artist to play an entire concert at Notre Dame Stadium. The university just made the announcement moments ago. For 88 years, the iconic football stadium only allowed a song or two for halftime shows. Now, there's no official date yet, but it's already being hailed as one of the biggest events in Notre Dame history.
Wow. What do you think about that as a musician?
I think it's awesome. I mean, if you've never seen a Garth Brooks show, absolutely go see it. He puts on just a heck of a show, and I think it's awesome Notre Dame is doing this. I think and he'll be a pioneer once again. Garth continually sets the standard for what is great entertainment. I just love him. He's fantastic.
Have you met him?
No, I haven't, but I want to.
I did a stand-up show in Omaha, Nebraska, and Garth Brooks was not where we were. He was at the Nebraska Stadium Friday and Saturday. Sold Nebraska Stadium out twice.
Wow.
Yes.
Big fans.
Yeah, huge fans.
All right, if you're staying in a hotel this summer, we have a tip you'll want to know. Brett Forrest has the details coming in hot.
That's absolutely right, Sam. Do you know if that cozy hotel bed actually has clean sheets? I hope so. We have a quick way to tell. If the fitted sheets don't have creases on them, they are not clean. No creases indicates someone else has slept in the bed, unfolding the crease marks. Simply call down to the front desk and ask for new sheets. With housekeeping cleaning several rooms a day, mistakes can happen. DBL Nation, do you have any hotel tips or tricks? Send them our way.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Look, I keep the do not disturb. I don't want anybody in my room. Like, they always kick in the door like 9 in the morning like the feds. I'm like, I'll just do it myself. Like, I don't want anybody in my room.
Wow, and make sure you not Listerine, you Listerine?
Lysol.
Lysol in your room.
Listerine will get your deposit taken away.
Coming up on DBL, this small basketball player has all the heart, and he needs to be one of the best on his team. We talk to him next in our DBL Spotlight.
We got empty plates and cup holders.
We got to fix that.
We got to fix that. Let's go do that right now.
Let's do it now.
Cheers to the first taco.
That's right.
That's good, man.
Let's move. I think we're taco blocking. Jeff, I think we're going to have to cheers this one, too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, look at is, 2 left.
Oh, we did it.
Look at our little tiki guys. Let's put our faces in front of it. Hey, it's the Tiki 2-man crew.
I didn't realize this is very suggestive. Okay, so, oh, sorry, yeah, you go. How about a little old school Lucha Libre?
What?
Okay.
Thank you, Top Taco. I don't deserve it. Definitely. Yes, yes, yes.
You're not looking so hot. How you feeling?
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
I need you to dig deep. Reach underneath that stomach and find another stomach you didn't know was under there. So we have more tacos to conquer, more tequila to drink. Now tell me, are you with me?
It sounds like an Erica Cobb motivational speech.
That's right.
I'm back in now.
You beat that with the last one? We're still on both of you. Dude, I'm digging this. How do I look in yellow? You look good. Yeah. Taco power goes down. Jeff, we came, we saw, we tacos.
2-man crew. Top Taco. We out of here.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Today, we are shining the DBL spotlight on mind over matter. Earlier, I spoke with a young athlete who's one of the best basketball players on his team, despite his physical obstacle.
18-year-old Brandon Kwan is a little person with a big presence. At just 4 feet 9 inches tall, Brandon is one of the stars of the Mesquite High School basketball team. His passion on the court makes up for his short stature. Brandon was born with a form of dwarfism. Classmates bullied him, but his mom never let him feel sorry for himself. His motto is to work 110% no matter what. His can-do attitude earned him a spot on both the varsity basketball and volleyball teams. He hopes to pursue college basketball next and then the NBA.
Brandon Kwan joins us now. We're so happy to have you here. So Brandon, have you ever felt like your height has held you back from anything?
At first, yes, it has, but at the same time, no, it hasn't, because I've always been told to give it 100%. I've always told never give up, always been told just to work hard and prove everyone wrong.
And you have proven everyone wrong. So what is the reaction of other players when they see just how good you are?
I mean, so a lot of players, they'll be like, oh, he's just not going to do anything, or he's just going to do nothing, but like I'll shoot a far shot and then they're all surprised by it. They're all like whoa, he can actually shoot and stuff.
I love it. And are there any physical challenges or dangers of playing with guys larger than you? Do you have to worry about that?
I mean, yes, it worries at times, but at the same time, to me, no, it doesn't, not anymore, because like I've been playing with them since I was little. It's just been like always nothing to me anymore, because ever since I was little, I just fought through it and just picked it up.
You're incredible. Do you have a favorite basketball player or role model?
My favorite, when I was a little kid, Steve Nash, and then Michael Jordan for sure.
Yeah, Jordan.
And
You'll have
right now would be like Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, yes, another championship under his belt. So do you plan to keep playing basketball after high school? What are your plans?
Yes. Yes, I'm going to be going to community college, and then going to be going to community college and then just keep playing basketball.
As you should. Brandon, we wish you the best of luck, and we will continue to follow your career. We're so impressed by you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
How impressive is he?
This is near and dear to my heart. I mean, I'm the biggest basketball fan you've ever met. Grew up playing pickup, and the thing I always loved about basketball is a game for the people. Doesn't matter if you're 7 foot tall, 5 foot tall. You can figure out a way. If you can't shoot, learn how to pass. If you can't shoot or pass, learn how to play defense and rebound. It's just such a great game, and what a shout out to him. I miss it.
You should do some pickup games
I've ruptured
again.
my Achilles tendon. I can't. I retired. Put my jersey up in the rafters. So.
We'll be right back.
This is an important.
Hey, so I thought he was going to say Muggsy Bogues was his favorite. If you guys don't remember, Muggsy was a shorter player that was incredible. But there is something to be said about smaller players when you have, this is going to be really embarrassing, Steph Curry. I was like, it's a delicious Indian food. He's smaller than most, but he can get in and out, and the balance and the center of gravity is actually greater. So there is positivities to both. It's just extremely hard to do so. So has there ever been anything that you overcame, even though you didn't think you could because of your physical stature? I didn't think I could run the mile. I know this is a small comparison to Brandon because he's incredible, but I walked it, some of it. I ran it a little bit. Mostly I walked, then I cried a little bit, then I walked some more. But you do it. You get through it and you do it and you overcome it even though you think you can. Your mind is so much stronger than your body. So much stronger. And I just have to keep telling myself that when I eat that last cheesecake. So let me know if you guys have overcome something physically that you didn't think you'd be able to. My mom went skiing for the first time ever, and she's usually in a wheelchair, so it was a big deal. She went down with a pro, but you could hear her screaming the whole way. Whee! So the mind is stronger than the body, so let me know any inspirational stories that you guys have. That was a good one, don't you guys think? Yeah.
Welcome back to DBL. As you may have noticed, we had last week off, so here's what we all got up to. Let's start with me and Vail. There we are on top of the Vail Mountain. Took a little gondola ride up. Look how long and big Sophie is.
Wow.
She's such a big kid now.
Well, her mama and her daddy is tall. She's going to be tall.
She is going to be tall. Yeah. Look at that pretty river. Erica, what'd you do?
I went to Greece. We were in Athens. And Mykonos, or that's Santorini during the sunset,
wow.
Which is beautiful. Hashtag unfiltered. Yeah.
Great. I get to follow Santorini with Hermosa Beach, California. That's me. I did a show at Kamina Magic Club. That was their 40th anniversary. That's me from the stage. They blew the candles out. Really, lots of fun.
Bo?
I just moved to Denver, so I watched the fireworks over Coors Field. There I am with my girlfriend Maddie at Union Station. And just want to say thank you to all our veterans because this is July 4th.
Great birthday!
So super exciting. Just wanted to really point out something very quickly. Lex, can you turn around? Can you come walk over here? Look how cute this outfit. I just want to say we love your outfit. It's from Zara. It's phenomenal. What is this? I'm showing off how cute Lex is. Yes. I know. see if you know it.
Better watch it.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We have a great show. We're introing some new guests, some new hosts, and Lex looks great. So that's all I have to say.
I saw the camera, I was like,
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, July 9th. We hope you all had a great weekend. Let's get right into it. More good news out of Thailand as another 4 boys from a youth soccer team have just been freed from a cave where they've been trapped for weeks. Now, you can see the ambulances leaving the area around the flooded cave, transporting the newly rescued boys to a hospital for treatment. And as of right now, 8 of the 12 boys are out. 4 more are still trapped inside the cave with their 25-year-old coach. And the team, if you recall, look at that, wow, got stuck more than 2.5 miles from the entrance. And in order to get out, they have to squeeze through a narrow portion that is submerged in water. And for more on the rescue, we are joined by former Navy SEAL and best-selling author, Cade Courtley. Cade, thank you so much for joining us. How difficult is a rescue like this?
Extremely. Extremely difficult for a diver who is an expert and has a lot of time diving in caves or just diving, period. Not to mention for a exhausted, scared to death 11-year-old who might not be able to swim. So extremely dangerous.
Now, Cade, this is...
You know, thanks for the dewatering efforts and Mother Nature, they've been able to get about 3/4 of the water out of there between the tunnel entrance and where the soccer team is located.
Now, Cade, this is a life and death operation. 1 rescue diver already died. What is it about this cave that makes it so dangerous to dive in there?
Well, you got to understand, if you're in a dive in the ocean and you have an equipment malfunction, you can ascend to the surface. When you're in a cave with 0 visibility and you have an equipment malfunction, or in the case of the Thai Navy SEAL, rest in peace, and you have an equipment malfunction, you run out of air, you do not have any options. And that's what we're dealing with right now. And again, as I said from the start, you know, due to the dewatering efforts, and Mother Nature, they've taken a cave that was completely full, 2.5 miles worth, and they've removed 3/4 of the water, which means they've drastically decreased the amount of dive time that not only are the rescues required to endure, but the kids that they're bringing out. But look, it's not over. It's great. We've got 8. We've got 8 out alive. We've got 5 more to go, and let's just, you know, let's just keep our fingers crossed and prayers out there and that we get everybody out alive.
Agree. Thank you so much, Cade, and thank you so much for your service, too.
Absolutely.
It's my pleasure. Hey, did you guys say you saw the show, the fireworks show there at Coors Field?
Yes.
I was there at the Rockies game. That was the most amazing fireworks show I've ever seen in my life. Those guys really,
all right.
They know how to do it.
I agree.
My mouth was wide open. It was unbelievable.
I love it. Wow. Glad we got to see a human side of Cade. I know.
Like a Navy SEAL. He enjoys fireworks.
You want to come over?
I like that.
We'll see you at the studio soon, Cade.
Like a lot of other folks did. But, hey, prayers to everybody involved with this situation, and it was a pleasure to speak with both of you.
Thank you so much, Cade. It's a very scary situation, and the kids that have been rescued have yet to be reunited with their parents. Tori, we were talking about this earlier. They risk having this lung infection called Caves disease, which is being exposed to the bat droppings and the bird droppings. Plus, you were talking about the air quality.
Yeah, the pathogens. They need to be in quarantine, so they're going to be put aside. The Chilean miners have actually reached out and said they are going to really need to get some help psychologically because they still have nightmares about being trapped, about being dizzy. But what's interesting is the coach was a former monk, so he's been teaching them to meditate. And in Thai, that's a long tradition of meditation, and they found them meditating. So let's hope they can calm the body. It's important for scuba diving too.
Did you guys notice how remarkably composed they were?
Oh my gosh.
Just in those videos, like no, I mean, if one person, I was on an elevator one time in Boston that got stuck for about 2.5 hours, and people were freaking out.
Yeah.
Freaking out.
Can
It
you
was usually the
imagine?
dudes that were on the elevator. So to look at those young kids and they're throwing up the peace sign, they look good, they're smiling.
Their oxygen is at 15%
That's
right
a
now.
tribute to the adults. that
Well,
do
they're
it.
doing everything they can. Like I said, they decreased the water, which is going to save the drowning. I know it was unfortunate one diver did die already, but I feel hopeful for the rest of
Me
these kids.
too.
All eyes, the whole world is watching this.
The whole world is watching. In
Yes.
fact, the heads of the World Cup have invited the entire team. If they're all hopefully rescued by Sunday, they're going to fly them out for the final game in Moscow, since they're a soccer team, and hopefully they get there, because that would be incredible.
Wow.
That's got to be a crazy transition to go from inside the cave to
World
the
Cup.
World Cup.
Yeah.
Right.
Stop at McDonald's first, like transition.
Chill out. Right, okay. Disgraced Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein is back in court today for charges related to the sexual assault of yet another woman. Kelly Schuberth has been tracking this story all day. Kelly, what happened in court?
Yeah, Sam, Harvey Weinstein pleaded not guilty today on charges of sexually assaulting a woman back in 2006. Here he is arriving to court just hours ago. Manhattan's assistant DA says the 66-year-old has a, quote, substantial chance of going to jail for a very, very long time. A New York grand jury has already indicted Weinstein on charges involving 2 other women, but he continues to deny all allegations. I'll keep you updated.
The fact that he denies it, I mean, still can't. I know.
He thinks he's going to buy his way out.
I guess so. Speaking of the accusations and the Me Too movement, Robin Wright has finally broken her silence about Kevin Spacey. The actress is now the commander-in-chief, on the 6th and final season of House of Cards that's out this fall. She spoke out about her former co-star Kevin Spacey, who was fired after multiple accusations of past sexual misconduct they came to light. Here's what she said on the Today Show about him.
We were co-workers, really. We weren't, never socialized outside of work. Respectful, professional relationship. He was so great with me. That's my personal experience. That's the only thing I feel that I have the right to talk about.
So, did she really even say anything?
No,
how did she
didn't.
handle this, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I thought she handled it great. If she doesn't know all the details of Kevin Spacey's life, why assume that you're going to know something and agree with everyone else, despite the charges despicable as they are? If you don't know anything, why say something just to be part of this movement? I'm not saying if you know something, say something. But if you don't know all the details, it's scary right now. If you say something and overstep your bounds, she could lose her job.
Right.
To be honest, it's funny because it's very presidential how she sounded, and she is going to be the president. It was a political statement in that she said very little by saying a lot, and that's what presidents and politicians do, and so she's taking the job quite well.
She method acting,
She
Tori?
method acted,
I do
yes.
think that she just took it as like, I think if you just decode it, I think she's like, I don't know him. Don't put my name
don't put my name in there, yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah, she says we did not hang out after work, and I tend to agree. Like she really seemed honest about that. Like she's like, I don't know him. I don't know what he's accused of. I just know it's bad. Keep my name out of it.
Yeah.
Respect
All right. We are live. Digital producer Brett Forrest with news at the moment.
Hey guys, there's a new trivia game show premiering tomorrow called Paid Off, and it's all about paying off student loan debt. Watch a short clip.
As an architecture major, if you could build a structure that would represent your student debt, what would it be?
It'd be a giant middle finger.
So the host there is Michael Torpy, who you might recognize from Orange is the New Black, and Torpy hopes the show can bring greater awareness to the more than 44 million Americans with student loan debt while keeping things light and fun. And Paid Off will hand out about $500,000 during 16 episodes. You can catch it at 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on True TV.
That is amazing.
It's such a good idea.
It's so sad that we need that.
That's what I was thinking. I think it's so sad that we just we're letting our young people have a lifetime of indentured servitude for trying to better yourself. We have to fix the college thing, or people are going to stop going.
I agree.
This game show should help.
Yes.
This will solve everything.
All right, we got some big news.
Oh, big boy.
I know Jeff is really excited about this.
I got a wedding to go to.
Oh, you do? The 24-year-old, that's right, Justin Bieber, the 24-year-old singer, and his girlfriend, 21-year-old model Hailey Baldwin, are engaged. It all went down this weekend, Jeff, in the Bahamas. One fan spotted the couple and snapped this photo. If you look, you can see it sparkling. There it is, Hailey's ring. Wow, it's pretty big. There's no word yet on the size of the diamond, but looks like a doozy to me.
Well, it's Bieber, so it's got to be big.
Oh.
The ring, the ring,
Oh,
the ring, the ring, guys. Come on.
Justin's dad seemed to confirm the news with this Instagram post saying, proud is an understatement, excited for the next chapter. And Justin's mom tweeted, love, 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 love. Justin
Well put.
She's so eloquent.
Spitball it a little bit, Mom.
Justin and Hailey dated in 2016 before splitting up. They've been back together now for only the past few months. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on this.
I'm happy for the Biebs. It seems like he's turning his life around, you know what I mean? He's been famous forever, and it seems like he went through that rough patch. Tried to get back with Selena, didn't work. Going back to an old love, got it working. I like it. He's gonna write a couple songs about it, get some new jams out there, maybe invite Big Jeff to the wedding.
He just referred to himself as Big Jeff.
Well, when it's Justin, that's what he calls me, so.
He knows you, huh?
I was gonna go to the Bahamas too for vacation.
Oh, you could have hung out.
I know, I could have been in that picture.
Are you going to send him a present? You sent Cardi B a present.
Oh,
Will you
yeah,
be
that's
sending
right.
a wedding present?
That's a good point.
Oh,
A
yeah.
toaster.
And Jeff, do you think this has as much chance as Cardi B's relationship?
Ooh. That's a good one, right?
Yes, I'm pulling for Biebs. I say it goes longer.
And are you going to send a present?
Sure.
What are you sending?
Another
I know.
toaster?
You wear his socks with his face on it. You should send him socks with your face on it.
All right,
Big
done.
Jeff socks!
We got that.
Big Jeff socks! Erica, what's coming up on DBL?
Well, I'm excited to hear this song. I think it says, Selena, it could have been you, but you didn't want me, so I chose her. Chrissy Teigen is putting motherhood on display. Her Instagram post is causing a frenzy among haters. Is she oversharing or trying to normalize breastfeeding? Plus, a little known Netflix hack you can start using when you can't find what you're looking for. And you, the viewer, are our fifth host. Starbucks joins the movement to strip the straws. We're reading your comments next.
Hey everyone! What's going on, guys? People were saying, Jeff, there's old Mr. Positivity himself coming back.
About what,
For
Bieber?
People were
I
very
was hopeful
excited.
for the kid. I keep wanting to say in Chile.
Okay.
This morning I was doing the news.
You don't have enough going
This morning I was doing the news and I was like, oh, I can't wait. You know those kids in Thailand. And I kept wanting to say Chile.
Oh, because of the Chilean miners.
Yeah.
Right,
so I
right,
kept
right,
wanting to say
right,
Chile,
right.
and I was like,
Yeah.
don't say Chile.
Don't say chili. Did you get chili?
No.
Okay.
I just didn't say it. I go, I hope those kids get out of it.
You just didn't tell them where. That's
No,
great.
because it was. Well, I don't know why. Are we talking about anything specific?
Yeah, well, we're talking about basically.
Oh, well, then I'm on.
Okay, bye.
No,
Did you know Hailey and Bieber were dating again?
Did he call you? He surprisingly he didn't.
There was no bat signal, like Big Jeff bat signal.
Yeah, and we were on vacation. I had plenty of service on my phone. I don't know what happened. You know what it was?
What was it?
The service is probably not that great in
the Bahamas.
That's what it was.
Bahamania
Which hence
bandwidth.
why he didn't tweet anything out or Haley. That's what it was.
Because you would have been first.
Yeah, of course.
Now, if you were invited.
Ooh, I feel so much better.
Got that out of the water. If you were invited, just give me a little outfit idea of what you'd wear to the wedding.
Yeah.
Would it be jazzy?
Well, for Lance, I did go to Lance Bass's wedding, which was I love Lance.
Do you want that name? You dropped it.
No, but going with my story. So I went downtown LA and bought a tuxedo.
Oh.
Because you could get them at the Fashion District pretty cheap. So I've worn that multiple times, but now I have a story attached to it.
Nice.
So what if I just maybe just get it refitted?
So you'd wear Lance Bass's tux to Justin Bieber's?
I mean, I already got the tux.
Ooh.
A double boy band.
Oh.
I could put that thing on eBay.
You get like $4 or $5.
At least.
Sure.
Chipotle lunch.
Let us know if that would offer you a Chipotle. But guac is extra.
Did you have to get that joke?
And they weren't his best.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Starbucks says no to more plastic straws. The Java giant announced today it will ban plastic straws from all of its stores within 2 years, citing the environmental threat. Starbucks says it's currently offering a strawless lid at more than 8,000 stores. The chain is now the biggest food and beverage company to take an aggressive stand on the issue. This got you talking. Take it away, Sam Shocker.
It sure does. Thanks so much, Erica. Let's get right to your comments. Sheila writes, but what are the new lids made of? Good question.
I mean, I think that you have a better chance of making a biodegradable lid than a straw. I think no matter how much we don't want to admit it, we're all used to plastic straws. We've had it our entire lives. And I'm not getting in trouble for saying this, Sam. For women, are straws used to not, so your lipstick won't come off? Is that an advantage to not drinking out of the lid?
Yeah, but I would easily sacrifice that.
I'm not saying you would. I'm just asking you. Is that
our
possible? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's more plastic in the oceans than fish, people.
Wow. It's a good stat to hear.
Yeah.
That's important.
Isn't that scary?
That is.
Yeah.
A beach whale just beached with 30 tons of plastic in its stomach.
Many.
Yeah,
it's very
awful.
sad.
Hugh says perhaps the classic paper straw would fill the need for those who want straws. Now, I have some buck teeth in the front, and the ice hits my teeth. Now, I'm very embarrassed about that. But straws help me there, but the paper straw dissolves in my mouth. So I just think we've technologically got to come up with a biodegradable straw.
Well, there's glass straws you can purchase.
Yeah.
There's other
Glass straws?
That's not a good idea.
That's not good for Tori.
Insane, Sam.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, yeah, I just shattered some glass in my mouth. What'd you do today? No one's going to have a glass straw.
Maybe we should just try drinking it off of a machete. Brandy writes, I love straws. I bring my own. I put a box in my purse. Well, I'm not sure that completely solves the problem of no straws, but I get what you're saying, especially with Lawson when you go to restaurants. He likes a straw, but like I agree with you guys. We have to find a better way, not glass, but a better way.
Jeff, can we just say there'd be a little judgment if somebody's like, hey, what's up? Oh, I've got a box of straws if anybody needs one. I'm going to talk about you when you walk out of the room.
That's your mom.
And I love Brandy.
All right.
Yeah, a box of straws? Like, what else are you transporting? You just leave the house with straws and your license?
But are you supposed to, like, it's the single use of it. So are you supposed to just bring your own BYOS, like your own metal straw
Maybe
around?
that's the thing.
Yeah, maybe that's
you
what
get like fancy
But then it would get dirty and what are you going to keep it with that lint on it? Okay.
Well, the future of our world and the oceans is way more important.
Well, I'm not going to drink straws. I mean, fuzz off my straws. I want my straws clean.
Oh,
wow.
OMG.
We
are live. Raquel Villanueva with news at the moment.
Well, Sam, right now, I need everyone to mark their calendars. Walmart Yoda Boy is coming out with an album next week, and here's one of the hits you'll find on it. It was only a matter of time before the 11-year-old internet sensation, whose real name is Mason Ramsey, put out a record. Now, Famous comes out July 20th.
Way to go, Mason.
Stop it. Stop. That was horrendous. It's like, could he be any more stiff? That was horrendous. That does not, listen, I want to be entertained. I don't want to look at an 11-year-old standing terrified singing a song I don't care about. Look at that. Jeff, would you go pay to see that?
He's 11.
Yeah, then don't put out an album. How about that?
Jeff?
No, that's horrendous.
He's actually a pretty good singer, honestly. He might be a little nervous. He went from
I don't want to nervous if I'm paying $40 for a ticket. No, shake it off.
I think he might rip it up.
All right.
Did you just quote Taylor Swift?
I'll quote Swifty.
Coming up on DBL, the Instagram trolls are coming after Chrissy Teigen over this post. Is this a normal expression of motherhood or is it oversharing? We'll be right back.
DBL Nation, so we know that we've been talking about summer news all day, state news all day. We have a really interesting story. Utah, actually, I'm glad you're here. Yeah.
Utah?
Yes, Utah. The first Michelin star state is Utah. Yeah, you're very excited.
What does that mean? I love Michelin. I went to a Michelin star restaurant during my break and I took pictures with the stars.
Yeah, so sometimes Michelin star is often referred to restaurants, but it can be referred to any travel destination.
Oh, you're saying Utah itself has a Michelin?
Utah
has
a ton of restaurants that have Michelin stars.
You're saying Utah in its essence as a Michelin
So
star.
they were saying that it's being recognized for excellence in travel. So you think of Zion National Park.
Sure,
Their food is very well known. They have a friendly atmosphere, and so those are all the things that got them the
Strong
first
family
3
background.
Michelin star awards.
3?
3 Michelin stars for Utah.
Okay, I've never heard of a place just like I would like Michelin star for myself, but I didn't realize you could just like do that for any travel location.
It's the first state to receive one. So this
Really?
we're wondering if more states are going to pop up because of this too.
I've got to be honest, a little surprised about Utah. I thought maybe Colorado.
Yeah.
I thought maybe that's maybe because we're here, but you think of like I mean, Utah, way to go, Utah. We're going to be supportive of Utah. That's awesome. Would you guys nominate your state for a Michelin star? And if there's any Utahians, I'm saying that wrong, I'm butchering it, let us know. Here's to Utah.
Utites?
Utites? Utites.
I'll Google it.
Utah, you talk to us, Utah. What's going on? Lex is very upset. What's going on?
Business Insider is telling us that Uber is going to start letting you order scooters, electric scooters through the Uber app.
And you scooter around, and then you.
So fun, guys! If you haven't tried it,
you like
we
it.
were here in Denver for about 3 weeks, and then they got pulled off the streets because they didn't have the permission to
But now they're back
in the city.
Can you tell me what you mean? You order an Uber and a scooter
So,
appears? Like,
no. So the scooters are posted up around major cities.
Got
right
it.
now, I think it's Denver, San Francisco, and one other, maybe Nashville. I think it might be. So you have the app, you scan the scooter, and you get to go.
And you just
go.
scoot?
You just take the scooter and you leave it anywhere.
Utah.
I'm scooting to Utahns. Thank you. That went well.
Bye, Tori.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. It's time now for everyone's favorite segment, Al Sounds Off. With everyone's favorite comedian, Mr. Al Jackson, when he goes off on the wildest videos you could find, Al.
Yeah, Jeff.
I'm ready to do this on a Monday. I had a great time.
Fired up.
All right, Al, in our first viral video, an 81-year-old man proves that he's not letting age or gravity keep him down. Check this out, Al.
All right. Jeff, this is really cool.
Wow!
Grandpa really hit that jackknife.
He sure did.
Yes, Viagra commercials have changed a lot since I was a kid. You know, but I just like that finally there's a grandpa that'll say to you, son, hold my beer, bro. I like that. He's a real grandpa. Well done.
Way to go, Grandpa. I see my future in that.
Yeah.
Al. All right. This video comes from the most wanted men in Vegas. Al, you know who that is? The Chippendale Dancers.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about them.
They celebrated show number 7,000 with a little cake and plenty of sex appeal. Yeah. Enjoy.
Chippendale 7,000.
That's right. Jeff, this is so great. It was an incredible party. It was two balls to the wall. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the cake's out. The only thing that was stacked there. I mean, wow. Yeah, look. I mean, the only thing is, like, I don't want to be a hater, but guys, let's lose the cuff leaks. You guys are strippers. You don't know Cadillac dealership. Knock it off. Let's go to the last one.
All right, Al, nice shot. Welcome back, Rob. All right, our last viral video comes from the Man vs. Robots Water Gun Festival. Participants use water guns to fight off the heat as well as, of course, Al, robotic invaders.
That's right, Jeff. There's an old saying that says, never wear a white shirt to a water gun fight.
That's a good saying. I like that.
actually went to this, and let's just say, Jeff, it wasn't all water in those guns. Why do my eyes sting? But, you know, finally we can talk about something. Not gun control, fun control. Well done, guys.
I like that, everybody. That's comedian Al Jackson right there. Still wondering what's in that water gun. That was Al Sounds Off. All right, guys, coming up on Daily Blast Live, a story that shows family isn't about the color of your skin, but the love in your heart. Don't miss this powerful Heart Threads. And we love your viral videos like a baby who's channeling his inner Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible. A heist like you haven't seen before. We'll be right back.
This
All these Hi guys. So we're talking about Clear versus TSA Pre and what's going on. So you guys are saying Clear. Oh, don't go to
Clear. Yes,
Go
okay,
Clear.
Yes. We'll share with DBL Nation because we love them.
We want to give this out to you. It's very fast.
Al's
It's like
mad about sharing.
I know. He's being greedy.
I'm hiding and buried like a squirrel. Like, no one's gonna.
It's not at all airports. It's only at a few.
It's at the major airports, like the really major ones.
What do you have to do to just sign up?
Sign up and have a clean record, I guess.
But if
I
you're
mean,
TSA approved, is it easier to get your clear?
Well, no, you'll just go when you do Clear.
they'll take you to the front, but they'll take you to the front of the TSA line, so you'll go in even faster than I would, because I still have to get in the security lines with people that don't have it, but you can get clear and do clear to the TSA pre-check. You can seriously probably get through TSA and probably
not affiliated with Scientology, by the way, at all.
Okay, going clear is not Scientology involved. Not that we're saying anything wrong with that.
I like Leah Remini.
I watched it too.
So let us know your best way. I had, no one's interested. I'll tell you guys, I had my dogs with me and they had the canines sniffing, so they were like, the dogs can't interact, so they let us go right in the front. I thought I should do this every time. Just like have nothing on the bottom of my leashes. Let us know clear, PSA, TSA pre. I'm normal. Okay, Kelly also. Yeah, why is it?
Oh my God. Erica sent me like a free clear, like check this out thing, and then I was able to add Chris onto it, and we used it.
But did you have to get checked out or what?
You sign up ahead of time online, and then when you go to the airport, you go to their enrollment center, you literally do your fingerprints, do your face, and then that's it. It literally took us 3 minutes. There's Chris over there, he can tell you.
1 minute. 5 seconds to get through the clear, tap your fingerprints, and it took us 5 minutes to get the security. They escort you to the front.
But do you see my face? I'm like, I'm not into this. I want to be in the front of the line. All right, clear.
That's how amazing it was.
All right, we're going clear, guys. High five.
Yeah.
All right, see you later.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Today's Heart Threads is all about family. Frances has been a foster mom for several years, but she's dropping foster from her title and showing the world what it means to be a family. Grab those tissues, take a look.
After 4 years, this foster mom is now just mom. Frances Martin had been a foster mom to 10-year-old Christopher and 13-year-old Chastity. The kids were shuffled between foster homes, but always wanted to return to Frances, whom they called Mom. So Frances finally decided to make it official and adopt them.
After their last return, they had been traumatized so much, I was like, that's it. That's it. They're going to be mine now.
Christopher and Chastity joined 3 other adopted siblings who all share similar hurtful pasts from the foster care system.
Some of the people that we were with were not nice.
They hurt us in ways that we shouldn't touch and hurt.
The children have faced questions about having a mom of a different race.
They're gonna get used to it. I'm a white child and I have a black mama.
Christopher and Chastity know that love has no color.
She cared for us and let us know that we were special to her. She's wonderful.
I know.
You meowed.
I guess when I get really like verklempt, that I meow. That's weird.
I mean, that's their mother.
Yeah,
that's their mother. I don't care about blood and genetics. That's their mom, and it's a beautiful thing. It does not matter.
When she said, I'm a white child with a black mama, they better get used to it.
Michael Jackson got it right.
Yeah. Man in the mirror.
Doesn't matter if you're black or white.
I know.
Yep.
I'm kidding.
Here's what's coming up next on BBL.
Chrissy Teigen breastfeeding on social media. Is she oversharing or normalizing her motherly duty? Taco Monday?
I'm in love. This is delicious. Thank you, Top Taco. I don't deserve it.
The 2-man crew chows down on some of the best around at the Top Taco Festival. And how do you really know if your hotel room sheets are clean? The one pro tip to ensure you're sleeping on sanitary sheets. When DBL comes back. All right, we're going to talk about a trip that they took to Vail, and Lawson and Sophie both happen to love music. Live music. So do the dance that Lawson does and do the dance that Sophie does when there's live music. I'm gonna pretend to play. Ready? In 3, 2, na 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 ba na 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 ba na 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 na.
I don't know the dance he does.
Okay. Well, that was
Lawson's dance.
He switches them up. It depends on the music.
Oh, Sophie does
I got
that.
you.
She raises the roof?
She raises the roof. Yeah.
It's so cute.
She had a thing for the drummer. She kept waving. She walked right up. She walks down, plopped herself in front of the drummer, and just kept waving to the drummer. She has a thing for drummers. My first boyfriend was a drummer. Maybe like her mommy.
There you go. Drummers are the, you know, the badass of the band.
Did you have fun in DC?
I did. Sorry, I'm a little rusty. Yes, I had a great time in DC.
Yeah, I know you guys got to eat at all the cool restaurants. Where'd you guys eat?
We did. We ate at Art and Soul, which is Art Smith's restaurant, and we also went to Blue Duck Tavern, which is got its first Michelin star, and it was fun.
What'd you
got
eat?
its what? It's got its first Michelin star. It's like
the best restaurant in the world.
Yeah, they get Michelin stars.
If you eat at a restaurant with a Michelin star, it's like
if you get a Michelin star,
world-renowned.
yeah, world-renowned. So we went and took pictures with the chef, and we had a great time. And we're going to show pictures
Oh, you met the
later
chef?
on. Yeah, my mother has bad sciatica, so she gets up to walk because it hurts to sit, and she gets up and just goes to ask to meet the chef, and we get to have a chef's tour.
Wow.
It's a good to be a pushy little.
Did you ever think she faked sciatica because of you?
Because I'm a pain in the butt.
Help
me!
It's gonna walk again.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Let's get right into it. All eyes are on one of England's newest royals today. And for once, we're not talking about Meghan Markle, Tori. Yeah. It was Prince Louis's christening today. Oh, and everyone turned out for the big event except the Queen and Prince Philip. But don't worry, all the aunties were there. Pregnant Pippa looking fab. And Meghan and Uncle Harry came too. Will and Kate also named baby Louis 6 godparents, mostly family and close friends, and in most Christian traditions, the godparents oversee the baby's baptism and guide them on their religious journey for life. This was news to me.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know
They're godparents. They're not bridesmaids. You can't name 6. You gotta pick one.
No, you don't.
I didn't understand that either. Yeah, like in the Catholic religion, it's different. Like one of you have to be baptized. You have to be confirmed. So at least one person does. It's like a whole ordeal in the Catholic religion. I actually feel terrible because I say I'm going to get lost and baptized every time we go home, and I never do. So I feel terrible. I'm still going to get it done. Maybe I'll do the kids together.
Have you picked godparents?
My brother, I think, is going to be one.
Oh, so you haven't done that?
I haven't done that.
Do you do it at the baptism?
I've talked to the priest there, and he very quickly is like, "So is your brother confirmed? Is this person? Did they go to school?" So it's a whole ordeal, at least with the Catholic Church.
That's interesting because I always saw it because we haven't picked Sophie's godparents yet. I just didn't know how to go about that. I always saw it as a different responsibility, like a guardianship, where if you pick my sister or my best friend, that means that, God forbid, something happened to Mark or I, that she would go and live with them.
That's how I do it. I have godparents. I'm Jewish, but my parents' best friends are my godparents. If something, God forbid, happened, we would have gone to live with them, and there was a sense of safety in them, and they were best friends. But I think
that's more of a traditional thing way back when, if something happened. But now I think there's different circumstances.
Like my Aunt Valerie, I know she watched on WKYC in Cleveland.
Yeah,
hey, Aunt Val, the best cook I've ever had in my life, but she's my godmother. So, obviously I'm 41 now. But I'm still coming to live with you, Aunt Valerie. No,
I have godparents.
Yeah. All right. Good discussion, guys. We are live. Kelly Schubert with news at the moment.
Yeah, big day in Washington, D.C. today as President Trump gets ready to announce who he's choosing for the Supreme Court. There are definite frontrunners the president is considering, but whoever he chooses, it will solidify the 5-4 conservative majority in the Supreme Court. The president is making the announcement at 9 p.m. Eastern time during prime time, and because the president's sorry, I don't have that tweet up, but the tweet says, it was from Chris Harrison, and it says sorry, I've lost my place in the prompter now. Because the show will be paused let's roll prompter. Because the show will be paused during the announcement, the show will be paused during the announcement. You'll get to see the whole thing, don't worry. Back to you.
Sometimes the prompter don't work, but she saved it. Way to go, Kelly. But can you believe that people are more frustrated and worried about missing The Bachelor.
No, it's crazy.
Then our Supreme Court.
You know what's even weirder is that the president himself is a real reality star. So he's interrupting another reality star to bring in what he's picking as the presidential hopeful as a reality star.
Is it crazy that, I mean, maybe I was just young or maybe I didn't care? So many people have eyes. I know people love The Bachelor too, but so many people are focused on this, who's going to take the seat now.
Yeah, it's going to be,
when I was growing up, or they were giving it, someone was earning a seat, I never
Because you're in for like 30 years.
Not only that, you're the swing voter here. It's 5-4, so you can definitely decide on women's reproductive rights within this one pick. So it's a huge
Wasn't
deal.
it already 5-4 though before this past?
It was 5-4, and now it's going to be equal, and you get to pick which one it goes, which will be the majority. So whoever they pick will have the majority for Roe v. Wade, for overturning stuff like that. It's a huge deal.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right. And a New York matchmaker has us buzzing. She created a list of 60 men that she will never pair with her clients for a number of reasons. So, of course, that got us talking. We want your take, though. What are your dating deal breakers? Hit us up at dblvote.com. Okay, do we have any dating deal breakers or even stories where you began on a date, Tori?
Yeah.
And then within a second or maybe throughout the night, you're like, yep, nope.
Yeah, I'll tell you right away. They're rude to the waiter or waitress.
Yes.
It's over. Because that's the way they'll speak to you in 6 months. That's what my mom always said. The way they speak to the waiter and the waitress, that'll be you in 6 months.
I agree with that.
And also, you have no reason to be rude to the waiter. So
I've been out with people that I really respected and consider friends, men and women, and they've been rude to the waiter, and it's just you're just stunned. Like they kind of toss the menu. I'm like, wait, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I think the deal breaker is just like I need it. I really question anybody that doesn't ask anything about me. I usually like to ask questions about you. So if I don't get anything back, if you don't go, hey, where's your mom from? Anything like that. If it's just all about you, it's more of a monologue than a conversation. It's a deal breaker.
That's a good.
How about if she chewed really loud? I wouldn't be a good dater. I would find everything wrong.
Are you Jerry Seinfeld? She's got man hands.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Imagine like one of my friends chomps all the time, and I want to wring his neck kind of.
Or eating a banana. Don't you hate it when someone eats a banana right next to your ear? Like you in the corner over there?
When did I have a banana? You brought this all the way past vacation? You're still holding on to this?
Not the banana incident.
Wow. How about when someone takes your charger that you got out?
All right. The viewer votes 44%. Attitude. Yeah, we're right there.
I don't know if we'd make it.
Yeah, I'm out. Thank God. Thank God I'm married. Chrissy Teigen is at the center of yet another social media kerfuffle. She posted this picture breastfeeding her 7-week-old son, Miles, while her toddler, Luna, looks on as she also nurses her toy doll. But of course, the trolls came out to play, saying that this picture is a major overshare. Well, Chrissy clapped back on Twitter, writing, I don't care to see grainy fireworks, Coachella selfies, or infinity pool pics, but I let people live. Calm your stuff and scroll on by. What's your take, DBL Nation? Go to dblvote.com. And she was being funny, too. She was saying, what, do I have twins now because her daughter Luna has a baby doll and wanted her to breastfeed her dolly?
Which is cute.
I don't have a problem with it personally, and this is kind of what Chrissy Teigen does. She kind of antagonizes those people to troll her, which gives her more views and things like that. But this is what she does, and for me personally, after going through having a baby, and mothers could do whatever they want to do.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Amen.
Oh,
there's Lawson! Oh, Papa.
That's when we drove to Denver. That was coming here.
Wow.
I've never been to Denver, and that was coming here. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I just think, like, with the Chrissy Teigen thing.
And I don't breastfeed Lawson.
Yeah. Oh, you guys don't breastfeed. Oh, yeah. That's cool, too.
Things got weird.
So
you know why I had the Fockers on my mind?
Why?
With the
nipples,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I totally just ruined this thing. But go ahead, yeah.
No, but I was just saying, I think we're talking about two different things. I think we're talking about oversharing and obviously breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is its own discussion, which I'm all for public breastfeeding. But there is a thing with oversharing, and I do have people. I had a friend of mine, I called another friend. I was like, I think I'm going to have to block Rick. Because
is Rick possibly watching right now?
I don't think so. I didn't. I changed his name for the show, but it's like 8 a day. And I'm like, you're oversharing a lot.
But that's quantity. I think Chrissy Teigen picks very quality pictures because she's oversharing, but with a message. And that message is, this is Instagram, it's behind the scenes, this is natural. Amen to Chrissy Teigen.
And she's normalizing breastfeeding for someone like me. That actually empowers me and emboldens me to go out there and not feel shy or shameful about feeding my daughter, which is the most natural thing I could do.
But we're just with oversharing. You don't think that's oversharing?
No, I don't.
No, I don't either.
Just that, but any other thing wouldn't be.
Yes, enough with the food pictures.
Okay,
people.
so what if somebody
Get
had food poisoning and they were showing themselves and they're like, hey, it's natural, I'm not feeling well right now, and they showed that?
Did you liken food poisoning?
No, I knew you were going to take it there. No, I'm saying that's also natural. It's that you can't have it both ways, Sam.
One is something you're proud to do, and one is something you hate throwing up.
No, it's not the same thing.
Nursing. I'm saying oversharing. Don't take it to nursing. I'm on your side with nursing. I'm on your side.
Nursing nursing is natural because you're actually giving nutrition to a live being. I don't know how throwing up in a toilet is doing anything to help someone else that's alive.
I'm just saying it's oversharing.
Okay. And 52%. Normalize it. Right there with you. Tori likes that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't call it a comeback. Serena Williams just won her match at Wimbledon today. Little LL Cool J? No?
Was it?
Okay. All right. And she's on her way to the quarterfinals. Yeah, girl. Her next match is tomorrow, and already she's the strong favorite to win her 8th Wimbledon title and her first since having a baby last year. But Serena is also winning off the court. Moms everywhere are responding to her tweet that her baby girl took her first steps while she was training and she missed the moment. Ugh, I could cry. Are you okay? I missed Sophie's first steps when I was here. Oh, yeah, it was hard.
We're all working. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
So.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful. I think you can tell Sophie, I miss your first steps because Mama was out there blazing trails for you so you could have a good life. So I think she'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Let me.
Well, I mean, Jeff, were you there first steps?
I was luckily there for the first steps.
Right.
But I'm missing a lot. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I didn't even see him this morning. If I go to the gym, I get home at 6 at night. I miss a lot of his life, and it's sad, but I don't want to trade. I don't want to be home doing nothing, you know. Right. So it's a trade-off for sure.
It's interesting to see what oversharing means to some and some others. For Serena Williams, she's been oversharing in a lot of ways, but in a very positive way, right?
I agree.
I've gotten way more into her as a human being than a tennis star, so I'm happy for her.
Yeah, she's a great mom.
Yeah, she is.
And Beyonce and Jay-Z's music video for the song 8 Bleep is coming in hot. Erica Cobb, you have the story.
That's right. Queen Bey and Jay shot their music video inside the Louvre, and now the museum is capitalizing on the Carters' success. Watch this.
Hey,
Starting this week, you can take a Beyonce and Jay-Z inspired tour of the Louvre. We were on vacation. You'll get to see 17 different artworks featured in the music video, including the iconic Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, arguably the most famous painting ever. It's a 90-minute self-guided tour that takes you all over the museum, including a stop at the statue known as the Winged Victory of Samothrace. You'll also get to see the Venus de Milo, where you can stand exactly where Queen Bee and Jay-Z stood. If you haven't been to the Louvre, this is definitely a reason to book a trip.
Beautifully said, Erica. Beautifully said.
Can I just say this? When I went to Florence, I didn't know how big the Statue of David was. I thought the Statue of David was like this big.
It's huge.
I went to go see the Mona Lisa, and me and my buddy were outside soaking our feet in the water. I'm like, listen, buddy, relax. Let's enjoy Europe. And he's like, dude, it's going to close. I'm like, no, it's not.
Mister.
Literally like a movie, the red rope came and closed, and I was like, oh, my God. My buddy's like, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
I never saw the Mona Lisa.
She's much smaller in person.
She's tiny behind glass and everything.
So I've heard.
Yeah, coming up on DBL, one young athlete's inspirational story will make you feel like you can conquer anything too. It is our DBL Spotlight. And the two-man crew celebrates Taco Tuesday early at Denver's Top Taco Festival right after this.
It's Brookway in the DBL Digital Lounge. Happy Monday. I have a story that's trending right now on foodandwine.com. It's all about your bags of chips and other snacks like that. Have you ever wondered, does my bag have more air in it than it does chips? Well, a lot of people are wondering this, and this is trending right now because a study done by, it's called the Kitchen Cabinet Kings. You can go to their website to find more. But they actually found that compared to several years ago, there's actually less air in chip bags now than there was back then. So it looks like more chips or other snacks have been added to the bags in recent years. But people are still frustrated. They're like, why is all this air in my chip bag? And what was funny is they found that Fritos were actually the #1 to have the most air in the bag. So I know Cheetos was #2, and that's my favorite. I love Cheetos so much. But yeah, DBL Nation, let us know what you think about this study, and if you've ever noticed this, which I'm sure you have. Joe, what's happening?
Yes, Brooke. So this is another story trending on foodandwine.com. We've been talking a lot about Starbucks today with the plastic straws and whatnot. Here's a different type of story. They just announced that they will be unveiling 2 new items on their menu, and at some locations they are out now. And they're pretty interesting. I think they're pretty different from what they offer. So the first one they are serving up is the salted cream cold foam cold brew. It's a long name. I don't know how I feel about the cold foams. It's literally like that frothy topper with ice. The second one that will be on the menu is the iced vanilla bean coconut milk latte, which I love coconut milk. I think it's awesome they're incorporating that into their beverages. So you'll be able to find these at all Starbucks locations starting July 10th. Today is the 9th, so that is tomorrow. So tomorrow, if you want to go to Starbucks and try out these 2 new drinks, you can do it. Let us know if you guys try one out and how they taste. I think Brooke will definitely be there. She loves her Starbucks.
I do. Got one today. Also, a note about The Bachelor. Extend your DVRs because it's being interrupted. Just to know. Extend it. Bye.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We are huge taco fans here at DBL, so naturally we had to send our 2-man crew, Jeff and Al, to the Top Taco Festival here in Colorado to taste some of the best tacos around. Check it out.
What's up, guys? Jeff and Al here, 2-man crew.
Yeah.
We're at the Top Taco Festival here in Aurora, Colorado.
Jeff, I couldn't be more excited.
Me neither.
Tacos, tequila. What's up, guys? First taco.
Cheers to the first taco.
That's right.
That's good, man.
I'm in love. This is delicious. You're not looking so hot. How you feeling?
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Reach underneath that stomach and find another stomach you didn't know was under there. Are you with me?
I'm back in, Al.
How are you?
Oh, look at this. 2 left.
Oh, we did it.
2-man crew.
It's a 2 crazy party. Jeff, anybody can drink a margarita, but what if you could suck one?
I think we got to try that. Can I get a Aloha Pop? Thank you.
It's a match made in heaven.
That's refreshing, man. What else is left to do?
I don't know, Jeff. How about a little old school Mexican wrestling? It's called Lucha Libre. Look over your left shoulder.
Let's see if we can get one of the wrestlers to talk to us.
All right, let's go. Guys, look who we got. We got the Red Viper. We're the 2-man crew. Now, what name do you think we should have if we were a tag team?
Sexy Chocolate, Sexy White Chocolate.
Oh, I love it.
Sexy White Chocolate. All right, Al, there's no better way to close the day at Top Taco than with some pineapple tequila, buddy.
You've never said more true words, Jeff.
All right, 2-man crew, Top Taco.
We are live. Raquel Villanueva has news at this moment.
That's right, Sam. Garth Brooks is about to make history. He'll be the first artist to play an entire concert at Notre Dame Stadium. The university just made the announcement moments ago. For 88 years, the iconic football stadium only allowed a song or 2 for halftime shows. There's no official date yet, but it's already being hailed as one of the biggest events in Notre Dame history.
That's big time.
Rudy. I like it.
Why?
Rudy. I don't know. I like the tradition.
Traditions can't evolve?
And they wouldn't
I
be
guess
traditions.
they can. I guess this one's over.
I guess you're right, actually. He's right. 1 point for Al. If you're staying in a hotel this summer, we have a tip you'll want to know. Brett Forrest is the details coming in hot.
Yeah, that's right, Sam. Do you know if that cozy hotel bed actually has clean sheets? Well, I hope so. We have a quick way to tell. If the fitted sheets don't have creases on them, they are not clean. No creases indicate someone else has slept in the bed, unfolding the crease marks. Ew. Simply call down to the front desk and ask for new sheets. With housekeeping cleaning several rooms a day, mistakes can happen. DBL Nation, do you have any hotel tips or tricks? Send them our way.
Ugh, I don't know about that one.
I mean, look.
And throw the duvet off. They don't wash it. Don't touch the duvet. Don't touch it. Oy vey, the duvet. I don't know what just happened. Coming up on DBL, the small basketball player has all the heart he needs to be one of the best on his team. We talk to him next in our DBL Spotlight.
We got empty plates and cup holders.
We got to fix that.
We got to fix that. Let's go do that right now.
Let's do it now.
Cheers to the first taco.
That's right.
That's good, man.
Let's move. I think we're taco blocking. Jeff, I think we're going to have to cheers this one, too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. 2 left.
Oh, we did it.
Look at our little tiki guys. Let's put our faces in front. Hey, it's the Tiki 2-man crew.
I didn't realize this is very suggestive. Okay, so, oh, sorry, yeah, you go. How about a little old school lucha libre?
What?
Okay. Thank you, Top Taco. I don't deserve it. Definitely. Yes, yes, yes. You're not looking so hot. How you feeling?
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
I need you to dig deep. Reach underneath that stomach and find another stomach you didn't know was under there. So we have more tacos to conquer, more tequila to drink. Now tell me, are you with me?
It sounds like an Erica Cobb motivational speech.
That's right.
I'm back in now.
Buddy, you beat that was the last one?
We're still on both of you.
Dude, I'm digging this. How do I look in yellow?
You look good.
Yeah. Taco power goes down. Jeff, we came, we saw, we tacoed.
2-man crew. Top Taco. We out of here.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Today we are shining the DBL spotlight on mind over matter. Earlier I spoke with a young athlete who's one of the best basketball players on his team despite his physical obstacle.
18-year-old Brandon Kwan is a little person with a big presence. At just 4 feet 9 inches tall, Brandon is one of the stars of the Mesquite High School basketball team. His passion on the court makes up for his short stature. Brandon was born with a form of dwarfism. Classmates bullied him, but his mom never let him feel sorry for himself. His motto is to work 110% no matter what. His can-do attitude earned him a spot on both the varsity basketball and volleyball teams. He hopes to pursue college basketball next and then the NBA.
Brandon Kwan joins us now. We're so happy to have you here. So Brandon, have you ever felt like your height has held you back from anything?
At first, yes, it has, but at the same time, no, it hasn't, because I've always been told to give it 100%. I've always told never give up. Always been told just to work hard and prove everyone wrong.
And you have proven everyone wrong. So what is the reaction of other players when they see just how good you are?
I mean, so a lot of players, they'll be like, oh, he's just not going to do anything, or he's just going to do nothing, but like I'll shoot a far shot, and then they're all surprised by it. They're all like, whoa, he can actually shoot and stuff.
I love it. And are there any physical challenges or dangers of playing with guys larger than you? Do you have to worry about that?
I mean, yes, it worries at times, but at the same time, to me, no, it doesn't, not anymore, because like I've been playing them since I was little. It's just been like always nothing to me anymore, because ever since I was little, I just fought through it and just picked it up.
You're incredible. Do you have a favorite basketball player or role model?
My favorite, when I was a little kid, Steve Nash, and then Michael Jordan for sure.
Yeah, Jordan.
You'll have right now would be like Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, yes, another championship under his belt. So, do you plan to keep playing basketball after high school? What are your plans?
Yes, I'm gonna go into community college, and then gonna be going to community college, and then just keep playing basketball.
As you should. Brandon, we wish you the best of luck, and we will continue to follow your career. We're so impressed by you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
He is unbelievable, nails all those shots. I think he's going to have a huge career in front of him.
Yeah. What do you always say, Al? Tell someone what they can't do.
Keep telling people what they're not about to do.
That's right.
Do me that favor, and then you're going to see more of those stories. So
I
well
love that
done.
line.
Very motivated. We'll be right back.
This is an important message.
She's like, dunk, yeah. Wasn't it about basketball? Sam just reminded me of that.
Dunk.
I don't know
I don't know
what you're talking
I
about.
have a question for you about sports.
Does somebody have a question if he can breastfeed Lawson?
Yes, that was our second question.
Okay, first of all, you should be able to do whatever. I can explain the whole thing, but it's taking
Can
too
you
long.
ask Jeff, did he try to show Lawson how to golf during his vacation since Jordan purchases a toy golf set for Lawson while in Charlotte?
Yes, I did.
And how was Lawson?
He was good. He loved it. I got to get him a little ball and bat. You know, I'm going to get him golf things too, but I'm going to teach him baseball now.
Does he
He's
have good
starting to
eye-hand
swing.
coordination, all that?
Yeah, we went to this birthday party over the weekend. Some girl in our building, it was a little girl's birthday party, and they had a piñata, which is never a good idea, inside an apartment.
Oh.
Never a good idea. But Lawson took the stick, and he never like swung anything, and he took it over his head and just like smashed it. Yeah, and I was like, whoa. Me and Jordan were like, where did he learn that from? Because we don't have like any bats or sticks.
funny.
Yeah, he just cracked.
When is it too early to get a kid into sports?
I don't know. After I saw that, I'm like, maybe it's time to start.
Yeah, I mean, is that too early?
I don't think so.
Because he throws and stuff.
Yeah.
Get their
supposed to get the
eye-hand
ball.
coordination, right?
Yeah, we throw the ball with Sophie, and then we kick the soccer ball with her, and then she's really into climbing slides right now.
Wow.
And I just get right behind her. I let her climb all the way up the slide, and then she slides
There
down.
are 3-year-olds that golf. Like you see the videos.
Tiger
of
Woods was
the
golfing at
3-year-olds.
3.
Yeah. They have like a legit.
Yeah, you're
They're
right.
enjoying it.
You know what Sam taught me if I ever become a mom is when Sophie falls, instead of being like, Sophie, are you okay, Sophie? She always goes, good fall, yay, and move on. And the energy isn't there of, oh my God, I've created
They
all
look right at your face.
Oh, yeah.
My son split his eye open and needed 6 stitches. I was like, okay, buddy.
Everybody
Bud was like,
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Al. Were you freaking out?
I wasn't freaking out. No. I was just like, we need to go straight
You're
to
pre-med, you kind of knew.
Yeah, it was just like, I saw it happen like out the corner of my eye, jumping on the bed.
It looked worse than
Oh,
it
I
was.
heard it. I saw it like him, and then I heard it.
Oh.
And then just like, but he was pretty cool.
If you stay calm, they stay calm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
he was kind of like, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything's
Good
great.
falls are
The
good
blood,
ones.
your eye is somewhere.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
It's okay.
Jordan, did you watch the show?
Welcome back to DBL. Well, as you may have noticed, we had last week off, so here's what we all got up to. I went to Vail. Let's take a look. There we are at the top of Vail Mountain. It
That
was
looks awesome.
gorgeous.
Yeah, that looks great.
Sophie had so much fun. Look what a big girl she is. Isn't that crazy?
Cute little
She's a
smile.
toddler now. She's officially a toddler. And I loved all the creeks and rivers and bridges. It was amazing. What about you, Al?
I just snuck back to LA, hung out with the kids, did some comedy shows. It's me and my buddy Byron on the left. He's on the show The Shy on Showtime. My boy Marcus, you guys know, is the 40th anniversary of the comedy club in Hermosa Beach. So
Very
they did their
famous
birthday,
club.
yeah, and that's me about to go on stage.
Yeah.
Cool. Big Jeff.
What did I do? I went to Chicago for a little bit.
Yeah.
That was in Charlotte. I visited my family, Jordan's family.
Look how big
that was 4th of July. That was Chicago. We saw Dave Matthews over
That's
there.
a
It was
good
fun.
night.
How about you, Tori?
Oh, look at that. Okay, that's a very close-up picture. I wish you'd hide. My family, we helped move my family back into their new home. That's me and my mom. We went to the Art Museum and the National Gallery of Art, where she is a docent, and that's the circle. I grew up and used to climb that tree.
All right.
The cul-de-sac you grew up in? The circle. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. Keep the conversation going. We're live.
Said John Venturini writes to Jeff, Lawson smash. Lawson's turning into a little Bam Bam. Would you be okay if Lawson wanted to do like art and music?
Oh,
and
yeah.
acting? You'd be fine with that, right?
For sure.
I think you can do a little
Whatever
bit
he
of
wants
both.
to do.
Yeah, it's letting the kid do whatever they want to do.
He's very athletic though. Like he likes
He's
to be
smooth.
outside. He loves music though.
Yeah, you're right.
He loves music. So whatever he wants to do.
Because it's according to
So,
the
guys, let us know. Did your kids grow up and have a perclusive? It's not the right word. Did they have an indication of where they wanted to be? Did they do music and now they're musicians? Did they have a proclivity? Proclivity.
I'm not making fun. I was just wondering. But you're right. It's
Proclivity. Okay. I'm a little rusty.
Dude, we
We'll
all
get-
are.
I mean,
I
really.
am. I don't know.
Well, he's a little rusty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kelly, how do you feel 1 to 10, Bill? We're proud of you.
It's fine. I'm glad you guys know the show is live, but everyone makes mistakes. It's fine.
There you go. I'm so excited. I'm taking, has anyone heard of Headspace online? It's an app for meditation, and I'm taking self-esteem. And so they said, go with the flow when stuff like that happens. Yeah, but sometimes, yeah.
And then this person and
I'm stealing yours. I'll be right back.
these are Sans. Well, that's
Yeah.
cool, right?
So, Lawson the Beast. If you guys have any other Lawson nicknames, we're going to
Lawson
be
the
picking our
Beast?
favorite one. Lawson Smash, Lawson the Beast. He's
Hulk now?
the Hulk.
I don't know if I like all those.
Oh.
How about Lawson the Kind? Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, July 9th, and we've got a new member of the DBL family to announce. That's Bo Davidson right there. There he is. He's a singer, he's an actor, an advocate for veterans. There you are on the piano, Bo.
Look at you.
Wow. Is that you and your girlfriend?
No, that's Tatum O'Neal.
That would be interesting too, Bo. All right. As we get to know Bo more.
Bo?
It's a vacation.
I can't be
It's
that
vacation.
boring yet, Jeff.
We're going to get to know Bo more, as you will as well.
It's going great, guys. It's going great. It's going great.
Welcome, man.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Thank you for having me. And DBL Nation, thank you for inviting me into your homes. I appreciate it.
DBL?
He's back.
Oh, we're going
Very
to crush
good.
it, buddy.
Very
All right,
good.
guys, let's get right to it because more good news out of Thailand. As another 4 boys from a youth soccer team have just been freed from a cave where they've been trapped for weeks. You can see the ambulances leaving the area around the flooded cave, transporting the newly rescued boys to a hospital for treatment. As of right now, 8 of the 12 boys are out. 4 more are still trapped inside the cave with their 25-year-old coach. The team got stuck for more than 2.5 miles from the entrance, and in order to get out, they had to squeeze through some narrow portions and submerged waters. I've heard now that there's some different things going on. They're pumping that water out. And for more on the rescue, we actually talked by phone earlier today with the former Navy SEAL Cade Courtley. Here's what he said about why this rescue operation is so difficult.
Extremely dangerous for a diver who is an expert and has a lot of time diving in caves or just diving, period. Not to mention for a exhausted, scared to death 11-year-old who might not be able to swim. If you're in a dive in the ocean and you have an equipment malfunction, you can ascend to the surface. When you're in a cave with zero visibility and you have an equipment malfunction, or in the case of the Thai Navy SEAL, rest in peace, and you have an equipment malfunction, you run out of air, you do not have any options. They've taken a cave that was completely full, and they've removed 3/4 of the water, which means they've drastically decreased the amount of dive time. Not only are the rescues required to endure, but the kids that they're bringing out. But look, it's not over. It's great. We've got 8. We've got 8 out alive. We've got 5 more to go. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and prayers out there that we get everybody out alive.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, they've been down there, and people were wondering why they went down there. It was open. It wasn't monsoon season just yet. The wet season was coming in. There was warnings, but the cave was open, and they went to explore it like you would, and the rain came in a torrential flash flood that no one saw coming. But the 25-year-old coach is actually giving his food and water to a lot of the other players. So he's being a phenomenal coach, teaching them to meditate, teaching them to calm down and stay focused. So it's an amazing story.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because I read that when the rescuers first got to the boys, they were meditating. The coach was teaching them that. I know as a guy who's kind of claustrophobic and wouldn't even go into the Kentucky caverns when I was there filming a movie, this would make me have a major panic attack. So for them to have this resolve and calm about them is incredible. And the heroism that we're seeing on display is just tremendous.
Absolutely. And the whole world's watching.
Yeah, he talked about, you know, the fact that it's not over. And I was listening to a lot of different people. When I was traveling, we were in Europe, and were we in Europe? Yeah, that's right.
It's still there.
But it was like World Cup, and people weren't talking about the World Cup. They would just turn to you, and regardless of where you're from, just ask you, have you heard the latest? And that was really the topic of conversation everywhere that we went.
Yeah, the scary part is 2 divers, 2 Navy SEAL divers for 1 kid. At one point, they have to take the tank off and roll them through this narrow, so one diver's in front, one's behind, and they calm them down and move them. Some kids, most of them, don't know how to swim.
Yeah, that's amazing. Hopefully, prayers for them. Hopefully they all get out. I'm hopeful. I am too. At this point.
We need it.
All right. Disgraced Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein is back in court today for charges related to the sexual assault of yet another woman. Kelly Schubert has been tracking the story all day. Kelly, what happened in court today?
Yeah, Jeff, Harvey Weinstein pleaded not guilty today on charges of sexually assaulting a woman back in 2006. Here he is arriving to court just hours ago. Manhattan's assistant DA says the 66-year-old has a, quote, substantial chance of going to jail for a very, very long time. A New York grand jury has already indicted Weinstein on charges involving 2 other women, but he continues to deny all allegations. I'll keep you guys updated.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, not guilty, huh?
Yeah, still saying not guilty.
All right,
still carrying a book.
We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
All right, Robin Wright has finally broken her silence about Kevin Spacey. The actress is now the commander-in-chief on the 6th and final season of House of Cards. That's out this fall. I'm looking forward to it. She spoke out about her former co-star Kevin Spacey, who was fired after multiple accusations of past sexual misconduct came to light. Here's what she said on the Today Show.
We were co-workers, really. We weren't, never socialized outside of work. Respectful, professional relationship. He was so great with me. That's my personal experience. That's the only thing I feel that I have the right to talk about.
Not a lot of info there.
Well, I think she said it best to say that that was her experience. It's the only thing she has the right to talk about. It's interesting that the people who have been very critical of her feel like they have a greater right to talk about something that they don't know anything about. And I respect the fact that she is saying what she's saying, because essentially by saying anything that she doesn't 100% know about co-signs something that she's not prepared to do.
I agree with that.
But don't we all have a coworker that we don't know what their life is like outside of here? You may know each other. We know each other professionally as good people, as people of good character, but we just don't know what they're doing outside of here. So it's hard to make that assessment and that judgment if you really don't know what they've done in their private life.
Yeah.
Right.
In some ways, she was very presidential in that. I mean, she was very political in that speech and in that quote. She's right. She didn't make herself liable for anything. She stood back. That's a good precedent.
And it's a great point, because if someone was doing something like that here at work, I would say I thought I did know that person, and I totally didn't. I have nothing to say because obviously I didn't know that person.
Right.
So that's a great point.
Yeah. And we also have to keep in mind that these are people, Savannah Guthrie's did the interview, which essentially was like her interviewing herself based on what happened with Matt Lauer. it's got to be, although you're empathetic to the victims and the movement, it's kind of got to be a slap in the face to you, who's worked so hard to get to where you are, and now this stain has become a part of your legacy as well. And no one wants to talk about the biggest moment of your life, which is the fact that she is going to be the producer for the final, the season finale.
No one's talking about that.
No one's talking about. They're talking about Kevin Spacey.
Interesting.
All right, we are live. Digital producer Brett Forrest with news at the moment.
Thank you, Jeff. There's a new trivia game show premiering tomorrow called Paid Off. It's all about paying off student loan debt. Watch a short clip.
As an architecture major, if you could build a structure that would represent your student debt, what would it be?
It'd be a giant middle finger.
So the host there is Michael Torpey, who you might recognize from Orange is the New Black. Torpey hopes the show can bring greater awareness to the more than 44 million Americans with student loan debt while keeping things light and funny. Paid Off will hand out about $500,000 during 16 episodes, and you can catch it tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern on True TV.
Wow, so 2 people are going to get their loans paid off.
Yay, it's working.
No, this is a great idea, though.
It's a great idea. I also think when social issues such as this go into the pop culture, like now we're in a pop culture game show about it, it trickles down into everybody's conversations and changes will be made, hopefully. It's a good sign that pop culture has picked this up.
I'm still paying off my loans to Northwestern, so I hope something happens.
Bo!
You want to get on that game show?
Might have to. Might have to.
All right, Bo, I don't know if you know this, but there's big news out on the Bieber beat.
I need to brace myself.
Brace yourself, buddy. The 24-year-old singer and his girlfriend, 21-year-old model Hailey Baldwin, are engaged. It all went down this weekend in the Bahamas. The Bahamas are so lucky. One fan spotted the couple and snapped this photo. And you can see the diamond on Hailey's ring finger there. Can we zoom in a little bit on that? Ooh. Now, no word yet on the size of the diamond, but if it's Beeb, it's got to be pretty big, I'm guessing. Just as Dead seemed to confirm the news with this Instagram post saying, proud is an understatement, excited for the next chapter, and just as mom poetically wrote, love, 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 love. Justin and Hailey dated in 2016 before splitting and have been back together for only the past few months. I'm happy for the Biebs. I'm going to kick it off. Erica.
What?
You just got back from vacation. Let's ease into the Biebs.
I think this is great. I love love.
You can see it.
I do. I love love. I would be a little skeptical if I was Hailey Baldwin, like he was professing his love for Selena Gomez just like yesterday. But okay.
Oh, man, come on, Bo. Are you a Bieber fan?
Not really, but I will say that I hope that Stephen Baldwin, Hailey's dad, responds in emojis, you know, which might be a little bit
keep
better.
Up with it.
But no, but in truth, though, he is, Stephen Baldwin is Christian and conservative. Justin is also Christian. He goes to church regularly. Perhaps there's hope. Maybe it's not going to be a short-lived situation. I'm rooting for him. I really am. I think you are, too.
Thanks, Bo. I appreciate that.
You got Bo on your side.
Me and Bo are on a team.
There you go. Well, you just see a lot of this. Pete Davidson, Ariana Grande, the Hailey Baldwins, the Justin Bieber. It's quite fast, and I always think, I mean, I was dating 3 years before I got engaged. I'm so lucky Brooks asked me.
Well, we're pulling for you, Biebs. All right, coming up, Sam Shocker. What is coming up on Bieber Blast Live?
Slow down there. Chrissy Teigen is putting motherhood on display. Her Instagram post is causing a frenzy among haters. Is she oversharing or trying to normalize breastfeeding? Plus, a little-known Netflix hack you can start using when you can't find what you're looking for. And you, the viewer, are our 5th host. Starbucks joins the movement to strip the straws. We're reading your comments next.
I'm not sure.
When you said that, I was like, is that true?
Don't say that.
No way. There's trillions of fish.
It was only 17 13. Okay, so just don't say anything.
We'll just say there's a lot of plastic in the ocean.
Okay.
Oh,
let me look
that up, Devin. How do you know that?
Rory
They told me to.
Sorry.
Hi guys.
We're talking about plastic in the ocean.
Yeah, we are talking about plastic in the ocean, and we've seen what you guys know of. Have you heard of this single-use plastic item? So we're talking about like my daily contact lenses. Every time I put one in every day, there's 2 cases that I'm throwing out. That's called a single-use. A straw is a single-use plastic item. What they're trying to reduce is those single-use items because they get thrown away, and there's so much problems of plastics. It's harming the environment. It's harming the coral reefs. We're gonna get into it, but what do you guys think about if you all had to carry your own straw, metal, paper? Would you guys be would you be responsible enough? In Japan, after a soccer game, everyone goes and cleans up the stands. That's in their culture. That's what they do. Can we change our culture enough? I mean, in the 70s, we were just throwing things out the window and littering.
Yeah,
so we've come a long way.
I think, I don't know, I don't want to speak for Bo, but for guys, I think it's a lot easier not to use the straws. I think it's kids and women who don't want to ruin their lipstick. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm not straw crazy. I don't necessarily need it.
Yeah, I don't need it, unless I'm drinking chocolate.
People are bringing, like, I know at my building, the coffee machine, they don't even have the plastic cups.
Oh, they don't?
They want you to bring your own mug so that you're not creating waste. Which is kind of cool.
That's
it's
a good
very
idea.
eco-friendly building, so that's kind of what they're doing. I think people are bringing their own coffee mugs in
Right.
more. You know, so maybe if the culture changes and you get more people bringing their own personalized items.
It is a culture change, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to become I own this cup. This is my responsibility.
Would you guys bring your own straws? Would you have a straw in your purse?
No. I was gonna be like, yes.
But Erica seems like she would have like a really
like
cool
a gold
straw.
one. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if it became a thing, then
Rose
maybe.
gold.
Definitely rose gold.
Rose gold.
I thought you had one. It was rose gold.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Starbucks says no more plastic straws. The Java Giant announced today it will ban plastic straws from all of its stores within 2 years, citing the environmental threat. Starbucks says it's currently offering a strawless lid at more than 8,000 stores. The chain is now the biggest food and beverage company to take an aggressive stand on the issue. So this got you talking. Take it away, Jeff.
Thank you, Sam. Let's get straight to your comments. L'Oreal says, that's fine if you are sitting in a restaurant drinking out of a disposable cup, but if you are dining with the glass, I will demand a straw because the glasses they bring to the table, that was weird, are not the cleanest.
Wow. Yeah, I agree they're not the cleanest because I've worked in bars and restaurants.
So you're just admitting. Don't say where, but yeah.
Well, no, I won't say where, but, you know, I'd like to get a little vodka in my glass to sanitize it, whatever I'm drinking. But seriously, I just went to a restaurant recently and they gave me a copper straw, but the straw was heavier than the glass, so I was pretty sure that eventually I was just going to break the glass.
Right.
So we have some work to do on that.
We have to get used to that.
Exactly.
That's right. Well, Brandy Sprung writes, I love straws. I bring my own. I put a box in my purse with her hot sauce in her bag. I think at some point it's going to be a cultural shift. At some point, we're going to have to say we're all responsible to bring one straw. It's metal, it's copper, it's glass, whatever it is. And that's going to be a big thing because we're used to just tossing things left and right. But we've got to get used to this because the oceans are going to be filled with more plastic than fish at some point. We are overwhelmingly, by 2050, that's what they're predicting. So we've got to start taking a cultural responsibility, each one of us.
I agree with that. Della writes, I think no straws is a good move, but I can see it being problematic for drinks in cars, especially for kids. I see a lot of drinks spilled in back seats. That's true, and I kind of want to see what this prototype is. Is it kind of like a big sippy cup?
Yeah.
Is that what this looks like? Is that what it is?
But is it plastic?
Yeah, but that's biodegradable plastic that they're using.
Why don't they make straws out of that?
The problem with making straws is what I don't understand is why we don't make biodegradable straws.
Well, they've got those ones, remember we talked about, that are kind of made out of paper, but then they dissolve in your mouth. They don't exactly do the right thing. So, but with more people bringing their own coffee mugs in, trying to replace water bottles, things of that sort, maybe we'll shift and maybe people will be more responsible and bring their own straws. Is that too much to ask?
We need to get Elon Musk on this.
I know.
Elon, you need to make a straw.
Musk.
Dumb it down and make us a straw.
Yeah, right.
All right, guys, we are live. Thank you for your comments. By the way, Raquel Villanueva with news at the moment.
That's right, Jeff. Right now, I need everyone to mark their calendars. Walmart Yoda Boy is coming out with an album next week, and here's one of the hits you'll find on it.
Long as I'm with you, I don't.
Only a matter of time before the 11-year-old internet sensation, whose real name is Mason Ramsey, put out a record. Famous comes out July 20th.
Thanks, Raquel. Now, Bo, you being a singer, does he have a shot?
Absolutely not. I actually wanted to toss this back to you. Is this the new Justin Bieber? He kind of sounds like him at that age.
There is no two Justin Bieber.
Oh, my God. My word.
How dare you?
This is the honestly, it reminds me of this is the yodeling Justin Bieber to me. I want to be famous. Like, listen to what he's singing.
Man.
You know?
Bo,
I thought you'd have a heart for this boy.
I do. I think he's going to be famous.
No, but I agree with you. Being an 11-year-old saying I'm loving girls and I'm trying to be famous seems very weird to me.
Yep.
You do
got
you.
like 20 million
They're
views.
exploiting him. I mean, they're exploiting him.
Well,
I
it's
think,
like a
to make
lottery
him famous.
ticket. All of a sudden, you're insta rich. Like now, you're insta famous, and you don't have anything to back it up with. It's like it's a little. No, I'm serious. It's scary. It's going to be a scary epidemic. I'm telling you. There needs to be steps.
Steps and straws.
Oh. All right, guys, coming up on Daily Blast Live, the Instagram trolls are coming after Chrissy Teigen over this post. Is this a normal expression of motherhood, or is this oversharing? That's next.
DBL Nation. So we all know that Havana by Camila Cabello was the big song of the summer. Well, now you can actually wear her makeup collection.
I'm not allowed to sing.
You love that song.
I love that song.
Think it in your head. Yeah. So she has partnered with L'Oreal, and she is a representative of them, and we didn't know, but it's actually a collection of makeup that she's releasing with them.
This is
So
Camila Cabello.
She's not only wearing the brand, but it's actually Havana themed. So she actually has an eyeshadow named Unana.
Unana!
And there's about 14 to 15 pieces in the collection, all ranging about $15. So.
Okay, so that's cool. She came, if I'm right, from Fifth Harmony.
Yeah.
So she's really making her own space.
She's Beyonceing this Destiny's Child.
There you go. Nice way to use it as a verb. I'm gonna Beyonce my way over here. Okay, no. So Chris said no. Wait, I'm gonna una-na my way over here.
That's worse.
Okay,
I
worse.
think
I'm
that
gonna
was
walk to
worse.
Lex.
Okay, cool. Tori, do you hear that?
What does that sound?
It kind of sounds like wedding bells. Is it wedding bells?
Wedding bells are wedding bell. Do you guys hear that?
It might
Thank
be
you.
Taco Bells.
Oh.
I don't know what. It's both.
What?
I'm gonna tell you more. Taco Bell is doing some limited edition hot sauce garter and bow ties in celebration of 60 weddings that they've officiated in Las Vegas.
Wow. Now, Taco Bell has been a place for people to get married, get their pictures in front of. It's sort of a joke. Your senior pictures, but now it's apparently, but now it's becoming a thing. So they're really mixing marriage, which, by the way, if the wedding business is a billion-dollar huge industry, Taco Bell getting into the marriage bells. Are we getting?
No.
Are we hot or not on this?
No, I'm a not.
Whatever you're into. If you really love
If
Taco
I were at a
Bell.
wedding though, and I had spent all this money and I'm wearing Spanx,
Oh, come on, it would be
and
so
the woman's
fun to
like,
go to a
"Here's
Taco
my
Bell
daughter,"
wedding.
and it's like hot sauce, I'd be like,
It'd be so fun to go to a Taco Bell
It's
wedding.
hot sauce pattern, which made me a little disappointed. It
Oh,
wasn't
that
actually
is disappointing.
hot sauce.
I thought it was gonna like. I thought you could be like.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
hot sauce for
Although
Definitely not
I
as
suppose
exciting.
that would be kind of messy if you're wearing a white dress.
It would look
But are you
like-
wearing a white dress and also getting married at Taco Bell? I don't know.
We have a lot of follow-up
We have a lot of
questions.
questions here. We have a lot of questions here. Bye, guys.
5 seconds. 3, 2.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. It's time now for everyone's favorite segment, Al Sounds Off. With everyone's favorite comedian, Mr. Al Jackson, when he goes off on the wildest videos you could find, Al.
Yeah, Jeff.
I'm ready to do this on a Monday. I had a great time.
Fired up.
All right, Al, in our first viral video, an 81-year-old man proves that he's not letting age or gravity keep him down. Check this out, Al.
All right. Jeff, this is really cool.
Wow!
Grandpa really hit that jackknife. I mean,
He sure did.
Yes, Viagra commercials have changed a lot since I was a kid. You know, but I just like that finally there's a grandpa that will say to you, son, hold my beer, bro. I like that. He's a real grandpa. Well done.
Way to go, Grandpa. I see my future in that,
Yeah.
Al. All right. This video comes from the most wanted men in Vegas, Al. You know who that is? The Chippendale Dancers.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about them.
They celebrated show number 7,000 with a little cake and plenty of sex appeal. Enjoy.
Chippendale 7,000!
That's right. Jeff, this is so great. It was an incredible party. It was 2 balls to the wall. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the cake's out. The only thing was stacked there. I mean, wow. Yeah, look. I mean, the only thing is, like, I don't want to be a hater, but guys, let's lose the cuff leaks. You guys are strippers. You don't know Cadillac dealership. Knock it off. Let's go to the last
last one. All right, Al, shot. Welcome back, Rob. All right, our last viral video comes from the Man vs. Robots Water Gun Festival. Participants use water guns to fight off the heat as well as, of course, Al, robotic invaders.
That's right, Jeff. There's an old saying that says, never wear a white shirt to a water gun fight.
That's a good saying. I like that.
Went to this, and let's just say, Jeff, it wasn't all water in those guns. Why do my eyes thing? But, you know, finally we can talk about something. Not gun control, fun control. Well done, guys.
I like that, everybody. That's comedian Al Jackson right there. Still wondering what's in that water gun. That was Al Sounds Off. All right, guys, coming up on Daily Blast Live, a story that shows family isn't about the color of your skin, but the love in your heart. Don't miss this powerful Heart Threads. And we love your viral videos like a baby who's channeling his inner Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible. A heist like you haven't seen before. We'll be right back.
So Jason Anderson says, carrying a reusable, dirty, sticky straw does not appeal to me. I'm kind of with you, but the titanium and blown glass straws are becoming a bit of a status symbol. Like,
but what are you drinking, like, honestly, like, I could do without straws. I don't need a straw.
I can't. Again, the buck teeth really, like, if you give me ice water and I want to chuck it down on a hot day, I take it down, that ice is just hitting this, and I'm like, ugh. Like, I need a straw to get to the water.
And the tooth factor on the titanium is going to be hard.
It's going to be really hard. That's exactly right.
It could be an issue.
Yeah, I think they just,
also,
they'll come up with something that's biodegradable. I think the problem's going to be with kids.
Yeah.
Unless you get them their own straw that they always use.
And they learn responsibility from that, because that could be a really great thing.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't lots of us
not gonna allow a kid to walk around with their own straw and just stick it into whatever cup. Have you seen what kids do with things? They just like throw them down and then put them in their mouths. Like,
you get over that pretty quickly.
But kids have sippy cups, so there's no straws there, right?
Right, they have sippy. But I mean, if we go to a restaurant or something, you know, and we don't have the sippy cup or we have an iced tea, I just get a straw and Lawson could just drink out of there. So
I mean, it's going to take a cultural shift. What you said was right. It's going to be it's going to be a generational thing. Oh, you still use straws? You're blank old, right? Like, I bring my own straw. That's going to be a generational thing.
You're going to get Instagram, like, look at Tori using a straw.
Yeah. I'm imagining one, the little thing they put over when you get your temperature taken in the doctor's office, the little insert.
Sure.
And I'm also imagining the thing you put on your toothbrush now, the ultraviolet thing that kills the germs.
That's true. But see, that's so much.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work for this
just to be eco-friendly.
You know what's really interesting is these guys that came up with a straw that changes colors in Michigan. I went to University of Michigan, and they were handing out straws at frat parties, and if you put in a drink that has been GHB or roofied, it changes color. So it's a really smart idea so that I don't have to worry about my drink. I put my straw in, and now they've come up with this with nail polish. So if you dip your nail polish into your drink, it'll turn colors if there's any kind of roofie or GHB. It's a simple chemical reaction. Yeah. It's a smart idea, though, in protecting yourself. But now we need biodegradable roofie
I can't believe that happens that much. That
oh my
God! You need something to detect that. It's
I would be at Michigan and I'd see a girl leave her drink to go to the bathroom, and 4 of us would be like, "Put something on your drink. Put something on your drink." We would put like a napkin or something. Yeah. It was immediate.
I've never. I'm gonna be honest, and I know this. I don't want to take this down, like, because I know it's
a fair
sensitive topic.
Yeah.
Because it's a serious topic. I meant to say, but it's like I've never met a friend of mine. I've never met a friend of his that someone's like, "Hey man, do you guys want to get roofies tonight and roofie people?" Like, I've never heard that in my whole life.
I think it's kept between people who do it together. I mean,
it's just craziness to me. Yeah.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Today's Heart Threads is all about family. Frances has been a foster mom for several years, but she's dropping foster from her title and showing the world what it means to be a family. Grab those tissues, take a look.
After 4 years, this foster mom is now just mom. Frances Martin had been a foster mom to 10-year-old Christopher and 13-year-old Chastity. The kids were shuffled between foster homes, but always wanted to return to Frances, whom they called Mom. So Frances finally decided to make it official and adopt them.
After their last return, they had been traumatized so much, I was like, that's it. That's it. They're going to be mine now.
Christopher and Chastity joined 3 other adopted siblings who all share similar hurtful pasts from the foster care system.
Some of the people that we were with were not nice.
They
hurt us in ways that we shouldn't touch and hurt.
The children have faced questions about having a mom of a different race.
They're gonna get used to it. I'm a white child and I have a black mama.
Christopher and Chastity know that love has no color.
She cared for us and let us know that we were special to her.
She's wonderful.
That was a good one. I was reading that one, and when she said, I'm a white child with a black mom, and they better get used to it, I thought, my gosh, love has no color. What a beautiful story.
Yeah. It's like Michael Jackson says.
Man in the mirror?
It doesn't matter if you're black or white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that a good message?
Yes. No, I think it's a great message. I mean, I'm married to it.
You're the messenger. You're the message. All right, guys, if you're leaving us right now, guess what? You could still watch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Could you tell I'm stalling? Because I am. Here's what's coming up next on Daily Blast Live.
Chrissy Teigen breastfeeding on social media. Is she oversharing or normalizing her motherly duty? Taco Monday?
I'm in love. This is delicious. Thank you, Top Taco. I don't deserve it.
The two-man crew chows down on some of the best around at the Top Taco Festival. And how do you really know if your hotel room sheets are clean? The one pro tip to ensure you're sleeping on sanitary sheets. When DBL comes back.
So,
all right, Chris, come on over here, buddy.
look at me filming. Tori, what's going on? Why am I filming?
All right, guys. Chris Diamond is our amazing camera guy in the breaks. It is his last day. Jeff, do you know what you're doing at all?
Zoom in.
Don't zoom in. Zoom out. Zoom out.
All right, I'm zooming out.
Chris, get in there. Say hi to everybody. Get in here, Chris. Guys, it's Chris Diamond's last day. Let's give it up. He's amazing. Done an amazing job. You sit here. Sit here, Boo-Boo. He always makes fun of me when I'm doing badly on the digital breaks. It's amazing. You look really great. You look great. You look awesome. How has it been at DBL?
It's been fantastic.
It's been fun. And what are you doing now?
I'm actually going to be just next door, and I'm going to be doing camera work for news.
News! All right. He's going to be doing camera work for 9 News Next Door. He's going to be shooting. He's going up in the world.
Coming in for your close-up, buddy. Coming in for your close-up.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Vogue it out. So big round of applause, Chris Diamond. Thank you so much for being here. You're incredible.
Yeah, let's get some room reactions. It's like Michael Jackson says, beat it.
Beat it.
Jason, what are you doing over there? Hey, Chris Diamond. I'm the new Chris Diamond.
This is a terrible replacement.
When Jeff becomes the cameraman.
I think Chris needs to go back. Oh, is it time? Yes. All right. That was fun, though.
Was it good?
I got to wear the hat and everything. All right, 30 seconds.
I got to wear the hat and everything.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We got a new member of the DBL family to announce. That's Bo Davidson right there, everybody. Give him a round of applause. He's a singer, he's an actor and advocate for veterans. We're all going to get to know him a little bit more over the next few weeks and months. But we're excited to have you, Bo. You were here last week, and we got to know you. You're a great guy, and I think the DBL Nation is going to love you.
I certainly hope so. Thanks for having me, and DBL, thank you for welcoming me into your homes, and I hope to continue to be part of the family. Thanks, guys, for welcoming me.
That's exciting. It's like the Jason Anderson wrote on DBL Nation. It's the Bridges brothers, Jeff Bridges and Bo Bridges. I thought
that was great.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
We're going to do some fun stuff, Bo.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I don't know. All right, all eyes are on one of England's newest royals today, and for once, we're not talking about Meghan Markle, Tori. That's right. It was Prince Louis' christening today, and everyone turned out for the big event except the Queen and Prince Philip. But don't worry, all the aunties were there. Pregnant Pippa. Pippa. I like saying Pippa, looking fabulous. And Meghan and Uncle Harry, too, came. There you go. Look at them. They two came?
Yep.
Yeah, they two came. Will and Kate also named baby Louis 6 godparents, mostly family and close friends. In most Christian traditions, the godparents oversee the baby's baptism and guide them on their religious journey for life.
Oh.
I'm Catholic, and I've never heard of that.
The religious aspect of it?
No. Having 6 of godparents.
Yeah.
Usually you just have a godfather and a godmother.
Right.
You know, that's usually how it works in the Catholic religion. But it's there's a lot of, I don't know if you guys know, the Catholic religion has a lot of rules. So, like, at least one of them has to be baptized and be confirmed for you to be a godfather or godmother to the child. So, like, one of my godfather was baptized and confirmed, and then I could be, you know, there's a lot of rules in the Catholic religion, but I've never heard of 6.
I think it's pretty similar for Orthodox, too. If you're someone's kumbada, which is, I think, Greek for... Chris is saying yes.
Yeah,
He's telling me
that
I'm
was
right.
a good one.
Kumbada, so you also become the child's grandmother or godmother or godfather.
Wow.
You just came back from Greece. Are you someone's godmother? You know you seem to speak.
Signo me.
Ooh.
Whoa. I just said,
I'm sorry, cute guy.
Did you really?
Yes, that's all I love that.
That sounded totally different.
I'm Jewish and I have godparents, but they are, if my parents passed, is that the same thing in Catholicism? If God forbid something happened to me, my parents, they would take over.
Like
is
the
that
old,
like a
I
guardian?
think that's an old tradition that they have. Like, yes, if something happened, they would be your new parents.
That's right, exactly right.
So you've chosen godparents, correct? Already?
No, you know, I feel terrible because I wanted to get my son baptized, and every time I go back to Chicago, because I wanted to get it there, Jordan's not Catholic, and I've never had it done yet. So maybe when a new child's born, I'll just get them both at the same time.
Like a double.
Right.
You could choose a Bridges brother like me.
Yay!
Oh, we got some time.
I'm campaigning.
We got a couple weeks to become really close, buddy. All right, we are live. Kelly Sherberth with news at the moment.
Yeah, a big day in Washington, D.C. as President Trump gets ready to announce who he's choosing for the Supreme Court. Whoever the president nominates will solidify the 5-4 conservative majority. Sources right now say the president has already chosen his nominee, but he won't make the announcement until 9 p.m. Eastern during prime time. And because the president's last primetime announcement cut in during an episode of ABC's The Bachelorette, host Chris Harrison just sent this tweet telling fans not to worry because the show will be paused during the announcement. Jeff?
Priorities, Kelly, priorities.
Priorities. That's exactly right.
Isn't that crazy? Like, do I need to explain? It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's a little crazy.
What's crazier, too, is that Trump himself is a reality show star. So he's interrupting another reality show to tell him what he's picking as his SCOTUS. It's just very meta.
The craziest thing about it is they were equally as boring anyway, so it just...
I know who he's picking, by the way.
Ooh.
He's picking another reality star. I have made my selection. It will be Judge Judy. You all know her. She's fantastic. She's tremendous. You will love her. Everybody agrees. Senate should confirm her right now.
Wow, pretty good there, Bo.
He's shooting the Godfather. That was very well done.
That was very good and surprising. Whoa.
I like
that. You
that.
get to know this guy in the next couple of weeks. I love it.
Some talents there.
I like it. All right. A New York matchmaker has us buzzing. She created a list of 60 men that she will never pair with her clients for a number of reasons. So that got us talking, and we want to take your take. What are your dating deal breakers? Hit us up at dblvote.com. All right, Bo, let's learn a little bit more about you. What's a deal breaker?
Well, you know, in fairness, my girlfriend that I have now, I met her through Bumble. A lot of people know what the Bumble app is. We got some fans of Bumble, and it makes the girl talk to you first. So she has to introduce the conversation, which I think is cool. For me, because the dating app starts as a written form of communication, I'm actually looking at grammar.
I knew you were going to say
I'm looking
that.
at what she says, how she says it. Is she asking me questions as many as I'm asking her? And for us, it was very instantaneous. It's like, we know we need to go get coffee. This just makes absolute sense. So yes, I'm being a little bit judgy on how the person is speaking. Do they come from good, education, good parents? Are they spiritual? Is their faith the same as mine? Right. Politics is not really necessary, but I think for faith, you just kind of want to get to know someone before you go out with them.
Well, I don't think we're going to get as close as I thought because my grammar's not the best.
I was saying, that just broke you two.
How about you guys? Any
I don't think I've ever really had real dating deal breakers, but I've definitely had relationship deal breakers. And I think it's kind of different because you can go on a date with someone and you can become platonic friends. If you're really talking to someone seriously, then that's more of a relationship. For me, it's how does he treat his mother?
That's a good one.
The way that he treats his mother is often the way that he's going to treat you.
And in that respect, mine, and this is actually a dating deal breaker. If you're rude to the waiter or waitress, my mom always said that's how they're going to speak to you in 6 months. So if you're rude to the waiter and waitress, I don't even want to finish the date. I was a waiter. We've all been waiters. I have no interest. You have no kindness for someone else. We're not going to even be platonic friends. See ya, bye.
That's a good one. I like all those. Let's see what the DBL Nation looks. 40% looks. Wow.
Wow. Well, that's honest.
Yeah, I guess that is honest.
A deal breaker on looks?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, you got to be very honest both ways. Let me put it that way.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, DBL Nation. Sassy. I appreciate the truth. All right, Chrissy Teigen is at the center of yet another social media kerfuffle. Is that right?
I was excited for you to say that.
Did I say it right?
You did.
Oh, kerfuffle. All right, she posted this picture breastfeeding her 7-week-old son, Miles, while her toddler, Luna, looks on as she also nurses her toy doll. But, of course, the trolls came out to play, saying that this picture is a major overshare. Chrissy Teigen clapped back on Twitter, writing, I don't care to see grainy fireworks, Coachella selfies, or infinity pool pics, but I let people live. Calm your stuff and scroll on by. What's your take? Weigh in at dblvote.com. I didn't see by there.
You did not.
Scroll on.
Scroll on.
Scroll on.
This woman is oversharing. I mean, this is just, I don't understand why we have to overshare every part of our lives. And furthermore, she's a mother now. You know, we had to black this out on the picture because does that not show that there's a little bit of an element of privacy that maybe she's exploiting a little bit? I mean, I understand the normalization of breastfeeding. I get that. I'm not against that. But at the same time, she's just oversharing every little minute detail of this child's life.
Isn't that called Instagram? That's called Instagram. We overshare everything. My tuna fish sandwich, who cares? She doesn't have a problem with privacy. This is her privacy. If you're going to own your own privacy, she doesn't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. Breastfeed.
The only difference...
I get both your points.
The only difference between Chrissy Teigen and any other Instagram or social media star and the rest of us is that they're getting paid to do what everybody's doing anyway. So to me, I don't know if that's really a problem for her or the people who feel the need to comment on it and got $0 to do so.
You're saying she's getting money from that post
yes,
because
she absolutely gets money for, not for her individual posts, but she can quantify her social media, which is just being smart. Like she's sitting there being at home with her kids and making money, while other people are going on trolling her for absolutely no money at all.
So you think it's a business decision then?
Oh, of course.
She's
represented by Kris Kardashian.
She's also representing Pampers. She has a new Pampers, so she's all mommy. Why not do that? Maybe a formula or something like that would pick her up as well. I think she's being an advocate. I just think she doesn't care, and she's the 2018 model of who we are today. I really do.
Would you care if you were her, or would you just go and get on your yacht?
I would get on my yacht.
I think she does it to keep her relevant. She's known for doing like this, posting pictures that are a little bit more edgy or controversial, and that's what she does, and we're talking about her.
It's true.
True, but it is a child. You know, I mean, aren't there some things, I mean, even you with your child, I mean, do you not want shared on social media? It just doesn't make sense to do that.
I agree with you.
It's a personal preference, I get that, but she's just shooting it out there to the world, just like everyone should care about it.
Well, millions of people do, though.
People do. People do. Let's see what the DBL Nation says. 47%. Yes, it's private. All right.
Oh, interesting.
Looks are the deal breaker for you, but yes, we want some privacy. All right, Beyonce and Jay-Z's music video for the song Ape Bleep is coming in hot. Al Jackson, did I say that right, buddy?
Jeff, I'm going to need you to say that again.
Al Jackson, Ape Bleep, everybody.
That's right. Bey and Jay shot their music video inside the Louvre. And now the museum is capitalizing off the Carter's success. Watch this. Starting this week, you can take a Beyonce and Jay-Z inspired tour of the Louvre. Now you'll get to see 17 different artworks featured in the actual music video itself, including the iconic Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, arguably the most famous painting ever. And it's a 90-minute self-guiding tour that takes you all over the museum, including a stop at the statue known as the Winged Victory of Samothrace. So, yes, thank you, Jeff. They didn't pick my name out of a hat for this job. You'll also get to see inside the Venus de Milo, where you can stand exactly where the Queen and Jay-Z stood. If you haven't been to the Louvre, this is definitely a reason to book a trip, so book it right now. Back to you guys.
That's hilarious.
Thanks, Al. Sold me.
It's very smart to have them empower other people.
I can't believe they shot it in there. That's crazy.
It's amazing.
All right, guys, coming up on Daily Blast Live, one young athlete's inspirational story will make you feel like you can conquer anything, too. It's our DBL Spotlight, and the two-man crew celebrates Taco Tuesday early at Denver's Top Taco Festival right after this.
Jackson, he does this. He signs his cards when he really nails the story.
He thinks he's a celebrity.
He initials his cards. That's just a behind-the-scenes little moment for you. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, so this is actually a pretty cool story for all you Jurassic World fans. This is trending on Delish.com. Now, listen up. I know Brett's jealous about this. There's a new little pop-up cafe with Jurassic World themed food, but the catch is only in Japan, unfortunately. But I have to show you how awesome these look. Brett, just wait. First of all, look at this black bun burger.
I'm not gonna.
What?
I'm not touching that. Are those
No, but
mushrooms
it looks pretty
on
cool.
it?
Yeah, it's mushrooms.
How does that relate to Jurassic World?
It's the Jurassic World burger served on a black bun on a plate that looks like it's been scratched by a dino.
Is that just ranch on there?
Moving on, look how cool this is. I can't read this because it's not in English, but look how cool this is.
Those are cookies.
It's like
and a cake,
cookie
maybe.
dessert, but it gets better, you guys. Look at this. This is a volcano curry, and the
Because if
lava
you've seen the
is
movie,
curry.
that's part of the movie. I don't think Angelica's seen the movie.
I'm not talking about the movie, Brett. We're talking about the food.
Well, it's related to the movie.
Tell me how the Powerful Wilds plate is related to the movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think these are all a stretch. They add footprints to the side to make it somehow tie into the dinosaurs.
Give the props, Brett. It's creative. Wait, look at this. Is probably my favorite one.
That's cool.
It's the
The what?
The geologic parfait, where
Yeah,
you brush off some Oreos.
You excavate. That's cool.
Yeah, and watch this one, you guys. Look at that pudding.
What looks like a brachiosaurus up there.
Yes.
Not sure what the
And
other
this
dinosaurs.
egg.
Yeah, man.
There's even a
Looks
cappuccino down here. Wait. See? Those are cool, guys.
Oh, cool.
Now, if this was in the U.S., would you try it?
I would absolutely go there.
Me too.
I might even fly to Japan to try it. I don't know. Why not?
Well, good news. It opens tomorrow, so you have
Okay,
some time to
that
get
is
there.
good news. I might not be here tomorrow, guys.
He'll be in Japan trying out
Has anyone actually seen the new Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
So it's Jurassic World,
Oh, sorry.
Fallen Kingdom.
and it's save your money.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We are huge taco fans here at DBL, so naturally we had to send our two-man crew, Jeff and Al, to the Top Taco Festival here in Colorado to taste some of the best tacos around. Check it out.
What's up, guys? Jeff and Al here, two-man crew.
Yeah.
We're at the Top Taco Festival here in Aurora, Colorado.
Jeff, I couldn't be more excited.
Me neither.
Tacos, tequila. What's up, guys? First taco.
Cheers to the first taco.
That's right.
That's good, man.
I'm in love. This is delicious. You're not looking so hot. How you feeling?
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Reach underneath that stomach and find another stomach you didn't know was under there. Are you with me?
I'm back in, Al.
How are you?
Oh, look at this. 2 left.
Oh, we did it.
Two-man crew.
It's a crazy party. Jeff, anybody can drink a margarita, but what if you could suck one?
I think we got to try that. Can I get a Aloha Pop? Thank you.
It's a match made in heaven.
I
refreshing, man. What else is left to do?
I don't know, Jeff. How about a little old school Mexican wrestling? It's called Lucha Libre. Look over your left shoulder.
Let's see if we can get one of the wrestlers to talk to us.
All right, let's go. Guys, look who we got. We got the Red Viper. We're the two-man crew. Now, what name do you think we should have if we were a tag team?
Sexy chocolates, sexy white chocolate.
Oh, I love it.
Sexy white chocolate.
All right.
All right, Al, there's no better way to close the day at Top Taco than with some pineapple tequila, buddy.
You've never said more true words, Jeff.
All right, two-man crew, Top Taco. We are live. Raquel Villanueva has news at the moment.
That's right, Jeff. Garth Brooks is about to make history. He'll be the first artist to play an entire concert at Notre Dame Stadium. The university just made the announcement moments ago. For 88 years, the iconic football stadium only allowed a song or two for halftime shows. Now, there's no official date set quite yet, but it's already being hailed as one of the biggest events in Notre Dame history.
Ooh.
Thanks. I don't know about that.
I don't know about it because I need to know the date. My dad's funeral home is in South Bend, Indiana, and anytime I go to visit and something's happening in Notre Dame, I have to sleep in the funeral home, and that is not okay with me.
Airbnb
Cool.
or something.
No, everything is, you can't get a room anywhere.
That's why I see.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, guys, if you got something, Bo?
Well, no, what's not to love about Garth Brooks? He continues to break the mold. He was really philanthropic during the Nashville flood of 2010. He just continues to set a new standard, a new paradigm. Love him.
All right. If you're staying in a hotel this summer, I got to get to this story because I missed Brett last time. We have a trip you'll want to know. All right. What does that mean? Brett, go for it.
It's a tip, Jeff. I have a tip for everyone. So do you know if that cozy hotel bed actually has clean sheets? Well, we have a quick way to tell. If the fitted sheets don't have creases on them, they are not clean. No creases indicates someone else has slept in the bed, unfolding the crease marks. Simply call down to the front desk and ask for new sheets. With housekeeping cleaning several rooms a day, mistakes can happen. And DBL Nation, do you have any tips and tricks for your hotels? Let us know.
That was a good trip.
I have a tip. When you go to a hotel, pull the frame of the bed, the mattress, back and look where the bed frame is.
Just
That's
the
where bed bugs. Yes.
I heard that.
Because I've gotten bitten before.
Oh,
yeah,
buddy.
Always
all
do
right.
that. Always.
Coming up on Daily Blast Live, this small basketball player has all the heart he needs to be one of the best on his team. We talk to him next in our DBL Spotlight. We got empty plates and cup holders.
We got to fix that.
We got to fix that. Let's go do that right now.
Do it now.
Cheers to the first taco.
That's right.
That's good, man.
Let's move. I think we're taco blocking. Jeff, I think we're going to have to cheers this one, too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. 2 left.
Oh, we did it.
Look at our little tiki guys. Let's put our faces in front of it. Hey, it's the Tiki 2-man crew.
I didn't realize it's very suggestive. Okay, so, sorry, yeah, you go. How about a little old school lucha libre?
What?
Okay. Thank you, Top Taco. I don't deserve it. Definitely. Yes, yes, yes. You're not looking so hot. How you feeling?
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
I need you to dig deep. Reach underneath that stomach and find another stomach you didn't know was under there. So we have more tacos to conquer, more tequila to drink. Now tell me, are you with me?
It sounds like an Erica Cobb motivational speech.
That's right.
I'm back in, Al.
Sorry, buddy. You beat that was the last one?
We're still on both of you.
Dude, I'm digging this. How do I look in yellow?
You look good.
Yeah. Taco power goes down. Jeff, we came, we saw, we tacoed.
2-man crew. Top Taco. We out of here.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Today we are shining the DBL spotlight on mind over matter. Earlier I spoke with a young athlete who's one of the best basketball players on his team despite his physical obstacle.
18-year-old Brandon Kwan is a little person with a big presence. At just 4 feet 9 inches tall, Brandon is one of the stars of the Mesquite High School basketball team. His passion on the court makes up for his short stature. Brandon was born with a form of dwarfism. Classmates bullied him, but his mom never let him feel sorry for himself. His motto is to work 110% no matter what. His can-do attitude earned him a spot on both the varsity basketball and volleyball teams. He hopes to pursue college basketball next and then the NBA.
Brandon Kwan joins us now. We're so happy to have you here. So Brandon, have you ever felt like your height has held you back from anything?
At first, yes, it has, but at the same time, no, it hasn't, because I've always been told to give it 100%. I've always told never give up. Always been told just to work hard and prove everyone wrong.
And you have proven everyone wrong. So what is the reaction of other players when they see just how good you are?
I mean, so a lot of players, they'll be like, oh, he's just not going to do anything, or he's just going to do nothing, but like I'll shoot a far shot and then they're all surprised by it. They're all like whoa, he can actually shoot and stuff.
I love it. And are there any physical challenges or dangers of playing with guys larger than you? Do you have to worry about that?
I mean, yes, it worries at times, but at the same time, to me, no, it doesn't, not anymore, because like I've been playing with them since I was little. It's just been like always nothing to me anymore, because ever since I was little, I just fought through it and just picked it up.
You're incredible. Do you have a favorite basketball player or role model?
My favorite, when I was a little kid, Steve Nash, and then Michael Jordan for sure.
Yeah, Jordan.
And then
You'll have
right now would be like Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, yes, another championship under his belt. So do you plan to keep playing basketball after high school? What are your plans?
Yes. Yes, I'm going to be going to community college, and then going to be going to community college and then just keep playing basketball.
As you should. Brandon, we wish you the best of luck, and we will continue to follow your career. We're so impressed by you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Wow, he was bombing threes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Al Jackson says, tell someone what they can't do, and they'll show you how they can.
Yeah, because they're hungry, and y'all teeth ain't sharp.
Ooh.
Guys, we'll be right back.
This is an
Empty plates and cup holders.
We got to fix that.
We got to fix that. Let's go do that right now.
Do it now.
Cheers to the first taco.
That's right.
That's good, man.
Let's move. I think we're taco blocking. Jeff, I think we're going to have to cheers this one, too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. 2 left.
Oh, we did it.
Look at our little tiki guys. Let's put our faces in front of it. Hey, it's the Tiki 2-man crew.
I didn't realize it's very suggestive. Okay, so, oh, sorry, yeah, you go. How about a little old school lucha leave la la?
What?
Okay. Thank you, Top Taco. I don't deserve it. Definitely. Yes, yes, yes. You're not looking so hot. How you feeling?
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
I need you to dig deep. Reach underneath that stomach and find another stomach you didn't know was under there. So we have more tacos to conquer, more tequila to drink. Now tell me, are you with me?
It sounds like an Erica Cobb motivational speech.
That's right.
I'm back in, Al.
Sorry, buddy. You beat that with the last one?
We're still on ball field.
Dude, I'm digging this. How do I look in yellow?
You look good.
Yeah. Taco power goes down. Jeff, we came, we saw, we tacoed.
Two-man crew.
Top taco. We out of here.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. You might have noticed we had last week off. I, for one, am a little rusty, but here's what we did over our vacation. I went to Chicago for a little bit. This was actually Charlotte. We spent 4th of July there with Jordan's family. That's me in Chicago. We went to the Dave Matthews Show.
On a boat, right?
On a boat, yeah. And that's me and Lawson just goofing around. I didn't see him in like 3 weeks almost, so that was our vacation. That was fun.
What a
How about you,
beautiful
Tori?
family. I went to D.C. to help my parents move back in. That's a very extreme close-up. I wish they would zoom out. There's my mama. She took us to the National Gallery of Art, where she is a docent, and we watched the Cezanne show, and that's the cul-de-sac where I grew up and climbed that tree. Still there.
Docent and a Cezanne show for 4th of July.
Very,
there you go.
yeah.
How about you, Bo?
Well, I had, of course, a week of vacation to start my time here. I had to move to Denver. There I am with my lovely girlfriend, Maddie, in front of Union Station. We're enjoying, right there, we're getting to see Coors Field, a little baseball game there. There are the fireworks from our balcony. And you know what? Denver is an incredible place. DBL Nation, if you haven't been, look, there's my sunset from my, just incredible.
And Erica, you didn't do much over break, right?
No, I just went to Greece. There's me in Athens, and then that's in Santorini during the sunset. No filter. And that's Santorini too.
All right, guys, that's Erica. We'll see you guys tomorrow. That's Monday, everybody.